The Shred Shed Podcast.
Yo, what up? This is Earl Shreds, boy.
And Sydney Shreds.
Ooh.
And this is your #1 podcast.
For all things rock and roll, music, or just plain awesome. Y'all don't forget to follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever you got, at Earl Shreds. And don't forget to check out the website, www.earlshreds.com. Thanks. If that red light turns off, will you let me know?
Which red light?
On this camera.
Blinking.
It's blinking, yeah.
Yeah, if it stops blinking, let me know, because then it means
see
it's not filming. I'm going to be so pissed.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely blinking.
Yeah, we can't have that.
I don't know what the status is on that.
Oh, yeah, we're good now. Hold on. I think I had too much gain going to y'all.
Check.
Let's gain it up.
So this is just like my headphone volume?
Yeah, that's you. This one's you.
Oh, my bad.
Keep me up there.
Check.
John wants full. Do you want like auto-tune or
I'm
reverb?
just deaf. Just deaf,
Just
yeah.
a little deaf.
I've been at this for a while now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sydney, how long have you known John?
I think I met you when Zach was in college, maybe.
Oh,
Hey, will you turn
Oh,
that light
okay.
on
Okay.
Maybe.
on that
Not
lamp?
sure.
Like, yeah, I know that the timelines also started to mesh
Yeah.
there with the Blue Bonnet Bastards
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Yeah, because
I didn't see, Zach for several months, or maybe a year or two before he started doing music with Brandon again.
Yeah.
So it was just all, I don't know, several years.
That's
Yeah.
when we met.
when the Blue Bonnet Bastards happened.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all met? Did y'all meet Texas Riot days? Yeah.
Just maybe a year before, 2 years before he went to Vail. And did the,
Okay. Yeah.
We met, we were good, 2011, maybe 2010.
Okay, that explains the lack of crossover, because I'm just like, how did I not know any of these people? But I realized that the timeline hadn't meshed yet. So
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
We haven't played together a whole lot of times. Me and you.
No, that's kind of weird. I mean, mainly at LHB, I think.
Y'all play at different, like you said earlier, y'all play at different spots, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we play breweries mainly. That's our bread and butter.
That's pretty
is
cool.
The brewery crowd.
That's what you said earlier, John. You have a lot of contacts. You're a big brewery. You like to drink.
That's really what it boils down to, right?
I like to drink very specific stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, good beer.
It's craft beer, and then I was introduced to playing music again by Alice. I saw that she did it too, and my band had been broken up for 4 or 5 years.
It was chomping at the bit for somebody to
I was let's
please,
do something together.
let's write music together.
Is that how Byrd formed?
Yeah, definitely.
Pretty
yeah.
much.
And to
Yeah.
introduce everyone, I guess I should
Yeah.
go live on TikTok. This is Byrd Law. We got the one and only
TikTok.
freaking Byrd Law, John,
Yeah.
Alice, and we got Jenny. Jenny's sitting in the corner.
Janae.
Janae.
Not like a Forrest Gump. Janae, like a legitimate Janae.
Yeah, Jeannie.
Oh, is that how you spell it?
So
it's
if you-
Janae.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you hear a voice in the background, it's not you. It's not you tripping. And everybody that listened yesterday, thank you guys so much. Y'all rock. We had on Jake Holler yesterday, which was fun. He flew all the way from Kansas to come do this.
Wow.
And I was like, wow, dude, I'm going to at least go buy you some real Mexican food.
Where'd y'all go eat?
I thought I really went out of my way by coming all the way down 59 from Houston.
I was like, this is 50 minutes
I
away.
was like,
This is
wow,
crazy.
the express lane on a freaking Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah, this is easy.
Yeah.
This is super easy. Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, he flew on Delta, and then he drove to Louisiana after that to go be with his family. But thank you, Jake. That was really awesome.
That's,
I know he was
Yeah.
happy to have some real Mexican food because they ain't got shit in Kansas.
No.
I mean, even Tex-Mex is better than whatever they have in
Yeah, we went to
Kansas.
Chachi's.
was
right
like,
down.
of
Oh,
course.
He was like, "Damn, this is good."
Yeah.
I was like, "Gosh."
Chachi's is the perfect Mexican food place to like take anybody because
Yes.
it's just like always good. And the margaritas will get you.
I was about to say
The margaritas are so good.
Hey, I'm gonna go. Will you go turn the AC on?
I did.
I think it's all.
Right before I walked in.
I think it's all.
Literally right before I walked in.
You go check. I'll go check if you want. Sorry, everyone, if you're listening. I'm sweating my balls off, dude.
I need to turn my mic
Oh
on.
well, yeah.
It is 99 degrees outside, legitimately.
Yeah,
so.
literally.
Yeah, are we fed up with that or what?
I've
Yeah,
been thinking
I'm done with
about that a lot because
all I think about.
I know what temperature my house sits with the thermostat set where it is. You know, and so, but when it's 102 outside, then doesn't matter where your thermostat is.
Does not. You're not getting,
No.
you're getting
It's,
68
yeah.
or 78.
And I'm trying to be real with it. Yeah, that's what I'm
Just
saying.
own it, yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
Like, don't let it boss you around,
like,
but
fuck.
It's oppressive.
Yes, that's fan.
but you have to compromise.
Yeah.
here and
Oh,
there.
wow. Thank you, honey. Yeah, dude, the
Wow,
plugin I
personal
have, I bought the Isotope product recommendation, non-sponsored, Isotope Labs plugins. Great mastering plugins.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Dude,
Very
I
important.
love free plugins.
The-
or is it free?
No,
or
it's paid.
Okay.
But
I love
well,
any like good plugin. Though.
well worth. Oh, it.
Yeah,
I use
when
it.
it works well.
Yeah.
I bought the voice suite, and it comes with 5. But the only one I use is the auto denoise, and it like the fan. It's amazing how well
it
it.
just sucks it out.
I mean, if you listen to like the versions of podcasts that are like on Spotify streaming podcasts, and their sound, it's so great. It made the mastering because it used to be like before I had it, every podcast took me 3 hours to edit because I'd be like have to get the gate and the release right to get the wind out.
Yeah.
right.
And
Presets are like my best friend. And
Absolutely.
I'll set it on a preset and then I'll adjust from there. You know, like that. You told me what to do, and now I'll do it better.
Absolutely, yeah.
Thank you.
And it just, I hate it. Well, if you do a preset and then you fuck with it for an hour and then you turn it off and you're like, "Fuck, that sounds better."
Yeah. What kind of black hole did I go into here? Jesus.
Oh no! Well, I'm just gonna load up the like last hour session and just fucking go back to square one.
That's why I don't ever want to do. I don't even want to learn about like getting in the weeds like that. I don't want to get into it. It's like
we spent a lot of time like recording our own music. I guess that's the only thing we've basically ever done. And then we're like getting ready
the
to
only thing of note.
record, you know, like our first album, something that's not just 6 songs, 5 or 6 songs like an EP. And like COVID happens. It's like, well, I guess we'll just do it here. You know?
Yeah.
Can't go anywhere else. And we didn't get anything done, you know, and now we're finally getting something
Well,
done.
like
And we can
it's always
send
a
it.
long process.
You know, we
Yeah.
can record stuff in the studio that we have out in Old River, Texas, and send it off to someone else to mix. That way we don't have to mess with
Yeah.
that anymore.
But just concentrate on just getting good takes of songs, like and,
Yeah.
I think
and
that's
then,
like
and then letting
I think
someone
that's
else get in it.
80% of it, honestly.
Yeah. Oh,
If-
100%.
If the engineer is satisfied with the individual takes that you send him, then it should be fine.
Yeah.
And so far, we're like 1 song in, but so far
One song
the takes are good.
semi-mastered, yeah.
So we're thinking we're gonna, before the end of the year, get an album put out.
Nice.
And I'm
Yeah, that's
super
exciting.
excited.
Yeah.
I think it's, dude. I saw an interview. The drum sound on the song Californication.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude, you know, it's just kick mic, snare mic, and 2 mics in the front of the drum set.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
Are they
Yeah.
condensers, you think, like right there in front?
He said
Right.
they were right above the kick in the middle.
Oh, he's probably got just
Pointing
3.
at-
Oh, wow.
That's the sound.
I mean,
That's
I watched a lot of Chad Smith on Drumeo.
yeah. That's
I mean,
the sound of that song.
his
Ferrell?
sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn it, he
His
would.
body double.
Chad
Literally.
Smith would probably beat our ass right now if he was
Probably,
listening
yeah.
to this.
Have y'all seen
I'd let him. I'd say, okay, daddy, please. Absolutely.
It's like you never want a drummer to kick your ass though, because just like you know how
They
hard
can
they
beat
can.
you.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen the skit on Jimmy Fallon where it's Chad Smith?
I was
and-
gonna say they definitely did
Yes.
something together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They did.
yeah.
They
Did a
like
drum
did a
off.
drum off.
But
Yeah,
he gets
yeah.
it so often though, and sometimes he's
Yeah.
just going to do a class and teach kids how to play drums.
Right. And
And-
he has to go through like first the Will Ferrell thing and then
Yeah,
like, no,
it's
I'm
like-
the guy from Red Hot Chili Peppers, and then it's all
Sorry.
extra thing.
Yeah, it's just like
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure like one of the scenes I'm thinking about, he had a bad day, you know,
Right,
and he got
yeah.
called out. I know for a fact that same thing that I'm talking about, he came back on stage after he cooled off.
And
But
like,
Yeah.
he was just like, really? Are you kidding me? Will Ferrell again? Like,
All
I
the
haven't heard
time.
that
He
one,
was
buddy.
mad.
He had a bad day.
It's just,
had a
it's
bad
Yeah.
just so crazy. Two
Fuel?
famous people.
I mean-
yeah.
Oh, I have like conspiracies about how many similar faces there are, like just in Hollywood and
Yeah.
like the elite in general. Like there are like Margot Robbie. There are like 5 of her.
Yes.
Like
I was
I have a
literally
picture
thinking about that
saved
the
on
other
my
day.
phone that is like
We've definitely had
4
some
of
private
them.
conversations.
Yeah,
Where
I'm
she's
like,
like, telling you, man.
what is going on? And then I watched Sex Education. I'm like, there's another one and she's British.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Yeah, and I yeah. if there's like any kind of conspiracy, I'm gonna get in on.
That's
It might
probably
be that
is.
one.
They're being produced in a lab.
Yeah, like
yeah,
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
generationally.
I
It's,
think
it's
that
wild.
I think that they're doing it in Texas country music.
Gosh.
Some of these mother.
Oh my
They don't.
God.
They don't actually. They don't all look the same, but they fucking sound the same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they
Control
have
C.
to. Be. Well,
We've been saying this
I'm
for
just kidding.
years.
I'm
have you who put together the track by track, like it was like 15 songs, and this might have been like 10 years ago. It was a while back, and it was just like song after song, 10 completely
Same.
different songs, and they don't even like skip a beat. They're just
Exactly.
the same.
Right, right.
Like
it's-
just
it's
every single one. of
Ever
them.
since Wagon Wheel, you know.
Yeah, rock
Yeah.
me, baby.
It's
It
G, C,
broke
or
country
G, D,
music.
you know, E minor, C. And then it was just like, we're all going to take that.
Yep, and roll with it.
It's
And
like
then
that's it.
that domino
You know.
thing where it's like wagon wheel, and then the end is like Florida Georgia line. Like
They
like
they
it's
gave
such a small
Darius
ripple in the
Rucker
universe.
permission to like perform outside of Hootie, and we all just after
Thanks,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, let me cry.
He should
poor-
just
a poor little
stay
song.
at Hoot.
Should have rocked us like a wagon wheel. Roll the
dude.
fuck out of there.
He should have just stayed at
Jesus.
Hootie and not gone to Darius.
Right. It should have just been one of those things that just comes around every once in a while, like the same Old Crow version that
Yeah,
it just
that's-
gets
that's my
randomly
favorite.
Yeah,
famous.
that would be
it just
perfect.
gets randomly famous like every like 8 years or something like that. Like
Man,
it
you
pops
never.
back, it pops
They
up
sound
on
like
TikTok
hillbillies,
in 2023. Yeah.
and everybody just loves it.
Yeah, it was like, oh my god.
Yeah, it was lame.
It's been so long, and it's been
That just
7
recently
years.
happened again with that group of banjo like rednecks that were playing the Thunderstruck.
Mm.
That's just
Oh.
recently resurfaced.
It came back. See, it always
Yeah,
comes back
and-
around.
And people are
Every
acting
time.
like it's new, but the younger generations find it's like, man, Old Crow though here in just a couple short years is going to be super hillbilly,
Yeah.
like the old stuff. Like,
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
emo music is back.
I know I've been jamming it, man.
I
Emo
just
music
saw
is
that
bad.
Yeah,
like Taking
I-
Back Sunday did
like-
like some mysterious like Instagram story or something like that, and I'm like, they're back, and they tagged John Nolan in it, and I'm like,
nice.
they're back. But you know,
We
I
saw-
don't.
we
I'm
saw
always
two-
excited.
Yeah.
It comes back like every 10 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We saw 2 emo cover bands probably sell at least 400 tickets.
Oh,
Yeah.
easy.
We saw
Last
Taking
concert
Back
gave-
Fun Day.
Yeah, and then Y'all Out Boy.
Did they
Okay,
swing the mic
yeah.
around
Oh, yeah.
and everything like
Yeah,
full
Savannah,
on? Yes.
my cousin back in Shreveport, that's apparently super popular. And the same thing, they sell out.
It's so
Every
good.
time they hire that band.
Yeah.
And apparently,
Taking
like,
back
this
Fun
guy
Day.
played for like 4 hours, even though he was only supposed to play 2. But the
Dang.
tips kept coming.
Oh, that,
And
yeah,
he
this
would
place was
he would just
live.
like
Yeah.
Google the song on his
Uh-huh.
deal, and They would
With like 80% certainty, if like I pulled up like Ultimate Guitars tabs, I could play any Taking Back Sunday song.
Yeah.
And,
Oh,
like, if
right,
I could
'cause you
look
know
at
it that well.
I know
You
it that
remember it
well,
that well.
100%.
Is that
Super
the
fair.
Ocean Avenue song?
No,
that's Yellow
that's
Card.
Yellow
Yellow
Card.
Card.
What is it Taking Back Sunday?
She
What's
said,
the
"Don't."
Don't let it go to your head.
Oh yeah.
But that was just the first
It's
album.
more-
That wasn't
Taking
even the
Back-
best one.
they're
It
for-
was the intro.
They're
though.
too girly for me. Some of
Oh
them.
no, I
Yeah.
loved them. Well, they
I
were too early
loved
for
them,
me.
but-
Yeah.
I mean,
Really?
I liked metal and stuff too, but I loved them so much.
Oh yeah.
I'm more of
Because
a.
Taking Back Sunday for me was like, I was like 12.
Yeah, it's like a child.
Yeah, like I was in like middle school and like
I can see
Yeah.
that.
trying to be dark and moody and
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. They,
yeah, and like
It's like
I
Paramore
listened.
for-
I mean, the lines
to,
in
I
that
think
song,
first
what's he
one,
say?
Like over and over in my Discman, like hidden in my hoodie. Like I would listen to it during class.
Yeah.
Like, it was
with
just
my
nonstop.
one last gasping breath, I'd apologize for bleeding on your shirt.
Come on, if you're like 13, that goes hard.
Oh, Kitchen just commented, I just want to break you down so badly.
Yeah, that one
yes,
was really
that's
good
all.
too.
You know that song.
What? How does it go?
just want to break you down so badly.
Well, I trip over
Everything you say.
Oh, that's a
I
great
just want-
song.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's a good one. See, they had bangers, you know.
So many,
It
yeah.
was just like if you were
I'm
into
not
it,
a
you were
singer.
into it. But
Right.
even if you weren't,
Well-
you have to admit that they had a few good songs, you know.
I think of
I got
like
all of them.
bands like sometimes like that like binary, like it's like if you were either like a Taking Back Sunday fan or a Brand New fan,
Yeah,
or you were like,
it's like
a
a-
Fall Out Boy fan, or you were
A
like
Panic fan.
yeah, exactly, 100%. And so I was a TBS fan. Like I didn't, I liked some Brand New, but I didn't wade in those waters. Maybe it was too hardcore for me then. Like I needed like
I
Taking
love
Back Sunday.
them.
But I thought Taking Back Sunday, their lyrics were just like so, like they were what emo was to me
Yeah.
because they were so deep and like you could dissect them, and their titles of the songs didn't make any
Didn't make
sense.
sense,
Yeah, that's
They had no relation
Fall,
with the song.
Fall Out
It
Boy
was
went
great.
into that, and then they kind of, I think they stole it from.
Oh,
they
Fall Out
yeah.
Boy.
I was a Hawthorne Heights fan. We went and saw them this year.
You were definitely emo. Cut my wrist and black my eyes.
Oh,
And black my eyes.
Yeah, you can't get any more emo than that.
We had so much
I mean,
fun at that
It, was,
show.
it went so hard.
We saw Fall Out Boy last night.
Yeah, yeah.
That's one of my
Oh,
yeah.
one of
that's
the
what he
jokes
said.
I do on stage is that I'm like, yeah, guys, I don't really play a lot of country music because I can't really sing it that well. Unfortunately, the only thing I can sing is emo music, and then I'll like sing a cover like country song or just to make up something but I'll go no, and I can't. That is, I think one of my best singing voices is that voice.
Just
Yeah,
making fun of
that's yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
it's because you've been doing it for so long,
Exactly.
making fun of
It comes
people.
naturally.
Like,
It's
Like,
that Hawthorne
I'm-
Heights song. He sings it all the
Oh,
time.
God, yeah.
Walks around
when
the
I
house
sing
singing
emo,
it.
I'm like, I'm not pitchy. Like I feel like,
right?
but when I try to do
because
like,
you know it so well.
I
Maybe
do
you're,
yes.
you're a closeted emo.
I go to that. I'm not closeted.
He's opening.
I'm an elder emo.
Open. Oh,
He's on
yeah,
the
yeah.
the fence.
When we
for
saw
sure.
Hawthorne Heights, he did like long little speeches before every song, and he gave out the guidelines. He was like, guys, he was like, if you're over 30, raise your hand. And then he's like, and then he gave us a speech. He's like, I want y'all to know y'all are the elder emos now. He was like, y'all don't really dress like we used to. You're getting a little older. I get it. And then he was like, everybody that's under 30, raise your hand. And it's all the young kids, and they're wearing all like the shit.
They've got the stuff
Yeah,
going.
and they're like,
Yeah.
I'm glad to see y'all because I definitely
They've been
don't.
to Hot Topic recently.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not going in a hot topic.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not walking in
It's not
there.
my vibe.
I can't.
We saw so many Hot Topic kids last night.
Oh my god.
But there was a
Oh,
lot of
of
like
course.
30 to 40-year-olds.
I'm glad to know it's
that
still
were-
out there. Though.
Yeah.
Still there?
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
I've been in one in at least 10 to 15 years.
No.
I mean, I feel like every generation needs that.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
And my mom
I-
never denied me anything. Like,
No,
she's
yeah.
like, you just go do you.
That's
just
what
go
happened to
whatever
the
you wanna
emo
do.
kids,
yeah,
though.
Yeah.
They weren't quite like into that, but then they definitely weren't straight, either like
Yeah.
straight edge. So they just started had to like steal from both sides and
Yes.
like
Yeah.
just make
and
shit
then
work.
just like
Yeah.
made
Honestly,
I
the
want to wear
song-
Sperry's with my skinny
The
jeans.
Yeah.
songs are great.
Yeah, I agree.
I really think it's coming back because a lot
I
of music
agree.
now sucks. And it's like,
hard
hey,
it's like
kids are going back 10 years and
We're
like,
going-
damn, these
we're
are
going to our roots.
bangers.
Yeah. I feel like I don't
Or they're doing those
that kind of
reunion
music.
tours.
Yes.
It's the good music in that area is like the bands that are like coming back around and like, all right, let's go one more time because
Yeah.
like the
But-
last good album I can think of is like Taking Back Sundays, one of their last albums. Like I was actually really good, and I was
Make
like,
damn sure.
no, not that one. No, what was the Tidal Wave or Tidal? Or
I
something
know
like
what you're
that?
talking about. Where
Like,
you
that was a
where
really
you want
great,
to be?
No,
like
that was the second album. Come on, bro. No,
damn,
it
right.
was their album. It
My-
came out in like 2013 or 14, maybe.
Damn, someone rip ass? Ugh.
Toby.
Toby, gross. I think you ripped ass. Ugh. Sorry.
I just
Oh,
immediately
Lord,
blamed
yeah, it
John
is.
because just
It's like thanks, fam.
No, he didn't. He didn't. He
Right.
didn't smell it. I think it was this dude. Sorry, everyone. Toby.
No, it's
Dude,
okay.
Don't rip ass, bro. Ugh.
I mean,
It happened.
like it's his house. It's not
Yeah,
mine.
that's true, yeah.
Like
he dropped a fat ass deuce on the tile earlier.
Did he?
Yeah, I had to drive to Beaumont though. That's why I left him.
He knew Bird Law was coming.
yeah, he came prepared.
Into Marcus territory.
He wants to shit in here. That's why I have the gate.
Yeah, he comes in here because there's carpet.
He doesn't
like
want me
the
to have
grass,
anything
yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have any rug. We used to have a huge rug in the living room, rug in the bedroom, rug like everywhere. No, no
When
more.
my dog was a puppy, that was an issue.
Yeah.
But when he was younger,
He's just-
it was like,
Piece of shit.
this feels like grass.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and this one like has green in it.
Yeah. Too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, let's plug the socials. Where can we follow Bird Law? On
Everywhere at Byrd Law Music.
It's all
we
the
don't-
same?
Yeah, it's all
Thank
the
you
same.
for-
You're-
thank-
we tried to
professional.
get
Easy.
the website is the same, www.birdlawmusic, and it's BYRD.
yeah, artists do not
Because we tried
realize
to
how
make
much
sure it
that
was different.
matters because
Yeah.
when you go on an interview, it's real awkward going. It's
And then
underscore
here, and then
on.
here, yeah.
I can't believe how like long-winded some people are about it. Like, are you
Yeah.
thinking who do you think is listening right now?
And
Yeah.
we
Like,
don't
everyone
have a
already
TikTok.
turned the channel
Yeah.
or
Everyone's-
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the
it's
fucking
zoned out. No, it's easy to remember. Bird Law Music. You can find us everywhere we
Link,
post.
do y'all have a
there.
LinkedIn?
No, we
heard
haven't yet
about some
because we
LinkedIn,
haven't
man.
filed like
Get a LinkedIn.
any tax
please.
papers. Yeah,
Follow-
tax papers. We're
follow
waiting on
Bird
that to
Law
be official.
on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Don't go follow him on anything
Actually,
else.
no. Actually, I think if you follow him on LinkedIn, you will follow an actual law firm
Oh,
that's like
no.
literally either in Houston or in
Bird
this
LinkedIn.
area.
I think I've seen like
They have
Bird Law.
billboards.
Okay,
They have
yeah.
billboards. So
That's
that's what. So
hilarious.
obviously, we initially were just gonna like rip off "It's Always Sunny." Like it's clear if you
Yeah.
watch the show. Like
Yeah.
it's
Dude,
definitely a
if-
reference.
If we did a podcast with Bird Law, the law firm, and Bird Law, the band,
think-
would y'all
I
do
think-
it?
Good collab.
We got to get
I
the
was actually
other
hoping
bands.
we could like collab on a commercial or something like that,
Yeah.
like a blah blah blah.
Yeah,
like,
we would
type,
love to do a
like,
jingle.
yeah.
We've
Yeah.
got some
Would love
we got
it.
some lawyer-esque songs too,
Yeah.
so we
Yeah,
could
yeah,
definitely
good
do
Yeah,
that.
we
Bird
lean
Law.
into it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think where are they at? They're out of Livingston, right?
I think
The
I
Bird
think
Law
they're
firm,
somewhere
it's
in the
right there
Houston
through,
area.
like,
Or,
Li-
but it's somewhere around the north end for
I've
sure.
just seen like the billboards before.
Yeah.
And
Maybe
I
it's
No,
like-
always
they were
think of that.
the whole
Conroe,
reason we were just
or-
like trying to come up with like idea like I'm terrible at naming anything like
Uh-huh.
And we
everything
love
I've
It's
ever
Always
named was
Sunny in
already named.
Philadelphia.
Like dogs and stuff like that. I can't name anything. I couldn't title my articles when I was like doing journalism stuff.
Yeah,
like
it's a hard.
it's all hard
It's a
to
big
be.
decision. Yeah,
yeah.
I can't do that. It's a lot of
But
pressure.
we settled on Bird Law for some reason because it was just like the most
I
more
like
like
it.
spitballing. And then
We like
they
the
went
birds.
they went when y'all
like-
went to visit some of Janae's family in
Which
Livingston.
ones?
Which birds? I would say I just saw a hawk this week, so I'm real hawk
I mean,
focused.
you know,
We talked a lot about not hawking but falconry.
I'm a
Yeah.
big eagle
Right.
guy.
So I fuck with eagles.
the
They're pretty
bald,
cool.
the bald eagle.
Only the bald
Yeah,
ones.
Only the bald eagle. I only fuck with
it's like,
bird.
like forever a Graham Parsons dude, you know, and just the relation, you know, throughout him and like the Flying Burrito Brothers and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Yeah, man. I just, you know, it's just a
I bet-
time I wish I was born in, you know, and it's like, but
Have you heard of the band Taco?
no.
Out of Beaumont.
They're in Beaumont. Maybe
Nice.
they carry the. They're pretty
Flying
good.
burrito.
And the-
and
Yeah.
taco.
And then when he does this acoustic show, you know what he calls it?
Is it an acronym? Or?
It
It is an acronym,
okay.
but in my mind, it's just taco. It's
Okay.
not. And then because I like taco, and the acoustic show
fucking
is soft
tacos.
taco.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they're like, we're gonna have soft taco.
Soft taco night.
Nice.
Okay. All right,
Oh,
I like
that's
that.
they played nothing but soft rock.
Well,
It's
it's
the
their
acoustic show.
breakdown.
Yeah.
See, we do a lot of bird puns like within the band, but I think we need to extend it more
I think
into
so.
marketing.
I think and that would be a good marketing tactic.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Not gonna lie,
Anything, just
birds
load
kind of
up.
freak me out though.
Just load up some sound bites.
Well, I have like a legit beef with a mockingbird, I believe, in my neighborhood. Like we can't, like me and my dog can't go down his street anymore. Like it's his hood. Like literally, like if we
like,
we don't,
here they
it's
come.
like it's really
Tank
close
and
to the
Alice.
Whole
Yeah.
Foods. So I don't know if he's racist. Like
Oh,
I haven't figured it out yet.
It's
but
absolutely
We
racist.
have, yeah, I think so.
Guaranteed racist.
Yeah,
They're out there.
I'm starting to. My dog is also black and white, so like we're both like, what are you looking at me sideways or?
That little bird built a nest out there and lived with me for a little while.
It did.
See,
We had
I'm
little
down with a
babies.
chill bird, but yeah, that
was
bird is
sketchy.
aggressive.
But he built a nest right next to the speaker, and when the babies were in there, I wanted so
Blare
bad to go
some
blare
metal.
heavy metal. The
Yeah.
nest was right by the speaker.
Horrible.
Sure, it would be mucho appreciated. But,
Yeah.
But I always left the radio
So
on
good
the
for the
classic
environment.
rock station.
Oh,
So
there
those
you go.
baby birds heard nothing but classic rock their whole.
Yeah.
And I'm like, those are gonna be some.
Yeah, those are some kick-ass birds.
Those are gonna be some bad motherfucking birds.
yeah, you can't beat that.
Yeah,
man.
if you hear a bird singing fucking Queen, that's my bird. I raised
I raised
Queen in Kansas and Joan Jett.
Yeah.
Oh, hell
If you
yeah.
hear the bird go, "What's up? It's 106.9."
The eagle. Yeah, it thinks it's an eagle because we listen to the eagle only.
This is like the beginning of a Pixar movie. Now I can already see like the story playing out. This classic rock eagle.
Dude,
I think he's an
Yeah.
eagle.
It's part of
yes,
the
a
eagles.
Rock fucking eagle.
a PG Tenacious D School of Rock animated movie
With birds.
set in the world of birds.
Yes.
I'm absolutely gonna
Oh,
get
We're
that.
Hollywood.
Absolutely
no,
gonna
is,
get that rip.
Yeah, right.
Now,
that.
now we're going into children's movies.
Jack Black would do it instantly.
He would. yeah.
I think so.
And that would be the
can
star,
can we
yeah,
get
the
that
bird.
to him?
No, this is great. This is
Kyle
great.
Gass, like,
I'm all in.
Yeah, get Kyle Gass too. They could just.
Yeah, no
let's
doubt.
do
And
it.
that would be the start. The bird
I mean,
is
yeah,
next
you
up.
can't beat
Yeah.
Tenacious D.
No.
I mean, I don't know if you saw that guy that had that podcast, and they had been doing this song, and they were trying to get Jack Black involved in singing a verse, and they would send it to him, and then finally one day, like he sent him his verse, and they put it all together. Yeah, you can look it up.
I'll have to do it. That's
I don't
awesome.
know. I
It's,
haven't seen
it's like the coolest thing.
That is
like,
cool. We should start
you
doing
know.
that.
But yeah, I mean, that's along those same lines. Like,
Hey, I'm gonna go pee and turn this camera on.
Okay.
oh, you're pulling a me now. So
Yeah,
that's-
and that camera's not on. Luckily, it's a backup.
I was wondering what you were focusing on.
at least you didn't just pee like right there. I mean, that,
I'll pee in my pants. Twerk. Sorry, everyone had to see my ass.
I guess
literally-
while he's gone, we can talk. Speaking of twerking, about you being like the twerking.
Oh, no.
Are we not supposed to talk about like bird law
Uh,
beginnings?
I thought
Oh
we
no, I
weren't.
want to hear all the secrets.
If we're not, yeah.
Well, that's the same
We're
weekend
not
that
in a
John
hurry.
talked me into like not talked me into it. I think I was still saying no, but like he kept like we should write songs together, and I'd never written with anybody, so and I still don't really write with
Yeah, she
anybody.
brought this guitar,
But
and I was like,
I
I never
brought
saw
my
her
guitar,
playing
yeah.
it. Like,
Hey, give me that water.
But yeah, it was like just a river trip, and we were like floating on the river, and he's like, "Hey, I need to talk to you really quick." Like pulls our tubes together and is like, "We're gonna write music together. I'm just letting you like that's gonna happen."
FYI.
And it was like, okay, and like I knew then that I wasn't gonna ever get out of it, but I was still like, I don't know, John, that doesn't sound like a good but then we started playing shows together and stuff and got drunk and wrote songs together, and so it all
It's inevitable.
panned out. But he earned that Twerk King 2013
yeah, it was
the
one of those.
title due to like at a campsite on the river, like an entire tent was,
that's
like,
why she remembers the story
referred to
so
her
well,
as
and I
such,
don't,
yeah.
because I was like twerking
Yes.
later in the late.
drinking
Late.
Frio Light.
Oh gosh.
We drank like 12 packs of Shiner Ruby Redbird. They had started putting them into cans
Yeah.
that year.
Yes.
And and we like stopped at a Specs on the way out and bought everything that they had in cans.
We had the
yeah.
Paige, our buddy bought two 30 packs of Frio Light.
It's so cheap.
He's so cheap. Yeah, like 2 flats of it.
Oh,
like
God.
they like come in like just a flat from the grocery store.
Dang. So how did y'all meet?
Me and Janae actually were
Okay.
we were in a ska band together
I think
in
I've-
high school.
I've heard you tell me this before.
Yeah,
maybe.
maybe.
That's my wife off screen. Here.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. For those of you who don't know, she's over here sitting next to us.
Yeah, we were me, her, and then our lead guitar player Parker, and our bass player who he joined us like more recently, like 2019. But the 4 of us were five of us were half of a 10-piece ska band. We played like 2 shows.
Yeah, this
together.
story gets
like,
juicy too after this. It gets pretty juicy.
Yeah,
too.
so-
What did you play, Jenny?
She sang.
You sang?
Yeah. So there was like this. There
That's
was
what
like,
she does for Bird Law
Yeah,
too. She's
yeah.
just
Well, I knew
she
that.
plays
Yeah.
auxiliary,
hand percussion,
which is really cool. The shaker and the tambourine is something as a drummer, both for
Yeah.
me and Alice, since we do the musical chairs thing. Something we don't have to do with our kit.
right. Yeah,
she's
doesn't
doing it
have to be-
already.
all
so-
auxiliary.
Yeah,
It's nice
it doesn't
to
have to be a
It's
thing.
nice to have a little tambo.
Yeah,
Ah, yeah,
absolutely.
that
a little
one.
tambo, some shaker
I'm
action.
sure you know
She
on
got
a
a triangle.
recording, like songs kind of
Yeah,
boom,
yeah.
the shaker goes in,
Yeah.
you're like, there it is, baby.
Hell
So
yeah.
thank God. Yeah, Article 1.
Article 1 is heavy on the shakers. We did our first like little EP that we put together when we like kind of first. It took us forever too because we were literally just learning how to like work Pro Tools.
We
and
weren't
stuff
even
like
Bird
that.
Law yet.
Yeah, we weren't
That's-
Bird Law. We thought we were gonna do like kind of like a folk band type thing. Like we were like we're gonna like play acoustic and like light percussion and like just like write songs together and song swap and stuff like that. And then in the middle of recording this stuff that we thought like this is gonna be the thing, our Parker, who was just
We
one
got
of
a
our
lead
old
guitar
buddies,
player.
He came in to John's studio in Old River and laid down this like lead track to Before It's Too Late, the first like, track.
Yeah.
And like it like blew our freaking minds because we just didn't even.
We were just
weren't-
planning on being
we were
an
just
acoustic
gonna folky and like he came in to
duo,
like
like,
listen to
thing.
it, yeah, and
And the
just
shred.
was and then shredded and
Yeah.
and he was kind of rusty and like we were still like
Yeah, I mean, it was all we
figuring
were all in
things
the
out
same
and,
like
yeah.
kind of boat, like as far as talent goes.
Yeah.
And
then Parker like blew past us,
it
which is
was
why he's
kinda-
the lead player. He's
I was
really
almost
good now.
done. I was like, man, I don't know. I don't really want.
And this is what he does is like he drags me into something and then he's like, I don't know. I
I'm
guess
good.
I think I might be over it now.
Yeah.
But Parker coming in like saved like the whole thing, like what we were
Shout
It
out.
sounded
trying
better.
to do.
Shout
It
out Parker.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to our brother Parker.
Yeah, that's
Parker,
awesome.
yeah.
But
I'm
That's
sure he
what
appreciates
pulled-
that.
Yeah, for
y'all
sure.
saying that.
Yeah. No,
I wish the lead singer of the last band I was in was
We're-
50% that nice.
we are
Hey.
so like effusive to each other as a band, like because I can be really critical, like on
Yeah.
myself especially, but like
we can be assholes to each
we can
other
be
just like in the
assholes
moment.
in the moment and like trying to like make sure a point gets across, but like so we
Nobody
all,
ever
like,
leaves practice mad.
no,
though.
no one ever
You
leaves
know?
practice mad. No, like
Right,
we always
that's
make
good.
sure we like talk about what we did good. Like I guess being a band of like actual fully grown adults is like I think if this was 10 years ago, this would have fallen apart like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
like
what it is.
definitely at the pandemic, like we never would have stuck it out.
All right, so I got to rewind a little bit
Yeah.
because we were like right at when y'all were in the ska.
Oh, right.
Band.
The ska
Oh,
band.
I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
interrupted
Together,
So
you.
yeah.
and so,
So Janae and Alice and our bass player and lead guitar player were in a ska band together.
yeah, there was a Mormon connection from Parker, who is no longer Mormon, to
And to you.
the trumpet player. No. Well, the trumpet. So, but we were in Crosby, me, Parker, and Doug, and then they were in Mont Bellevue, Barbers Hill.
Oh, okay.
And so, but they all met because Parker and David, the trumpet player, knew each other from Mormon dealings. I don't really know what they do.
I wasn't
Temple?
here.
I don't know.
Mormon things.
connection,
Mormon things. They had Mormon dinners.
Yeah, they had Mormon things together, but yeah,
they would knock
so we all got in
knock
this
on doors.
We talk
giant-
about this
Yeah.
part, you know.
Yeah, no, but we all got.
Parker's
got
not going to
this
show this to
giant-
any of his fans.
No,
Trust
no.
me.
They're not gonna listen.
They do not know what he
Except for his
does.
uncle, but yeah, we all got into this giant ska band of like 16 through 19-year-olds basically. So of course we made it like maybe 4 practices and 2 shows before it all just like fell apart.
Yeah.
And people graduated and stuff like that. But then we did kind of like we like took part of the band and like we're gonna go do this over here.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna do this ska band anymore. And I do remember Janae being like, okay, I don't care. like could not be less pressed about it because we were like, man, like we're like the ska band's falling apart. We had like a different drummer that we had like kicked the other drum. That was messy. It was really messy.
Oh, no.
Man, I don't think I've heard this.
the
end of
other
this story.
drummer.
This
there
was
another,
pre you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you met,
I
y'all
lived-
knew
So
before.
this
This
is
whole
high school,
time-
and then but John came in the picture not like maybe like a year or 2 later because we were still even after this band
It was a
split
couple
up, we were
years,
still
I
going
think.
to parties at Janae's house and stuff because
like,
she lived down the street.
so that was probably
street from me,
05,
basically.
06.
Yeah.
I graduated high school from Northwest Louisiana's podunk town no one cares about. In
No, shout 'em
2005.
out.
It's Coshada, but it's not Coshada. It's not.
Coshada.
It's
Coshada.
not.
It's Coshada.
It's Coshada, yeah. And it's north, you know, it's not like by like
It's like
Charles
Shreveport.
and like, yeah.
What year did you say? 08?
05.
05,
Yeah.
okay.
That dude I had yesterday, I said, "Is your last name pronounced Holier?" And he said, "Actually, because he's from Louisiana, he said, actually,
Holier?
it's like Hoyer." And I was like, "So it's Holier."
It's Hollier.
Yeah, because I don't have your fucking accent. So.
Hoyer.
Pull that off.
Yeah, but okay, so yeah, I actually side point, I like went on tour with a band and
Around that same time. Then.
around
Yeah.
that same time, a terrible band. I love those guys. I love a couple of them very much. But I was able to meet Janae and I was able to meet Janae and another girl. Another girl, I was able to meet Janae because of her. And it was like the best thing that ever happened to me. It was all because of music, you know, and I ended up over here jamming with
That's
Well,
a great
and
story.
we all ran back into each other at a Hayes Carl show at Nutty Jerry's, right?
yeah, going and
In
watch
Winnie.
music.
Oh, yeah, Winnie?
Yeah. I was there like just with like my entire family and ran into them at the beer line and it was like, whoa, what's up?
Yeah.
Like me and Janae probably hadn't seen
That's
each
when
other
I started
since,
with that. We should write
like,
songs together.
2008, 2007, 2008 or something like that. So it had been like 3 or 4 years. And so we all figured out we were going to the same Old Crow medicine show
Oh,
together.
that was great. too.
Yeah, which
Damn.
was
full
one of the
circle. We're
all-time-
bringing it
full
back.
freaking
yeah.
circle. Yeah, we were just
We're
talking,
just
about,
talking
it.
about it.
So yeah, and we all went to that show, and it was like, oh, we're all friends now, and we all started going to shows together. And
That's
then
so
I went
cool.
the river trip though, that where John like found like made a whole camp his
Found his hidden talent?
Yeah.
Oh,
his
the Twerk King,
Twerk
yeah.
King. It was like a chant, Twerk King 2013. Like it was a whole.
Oh, yeah.
Well, everybody
10
was
years ago,
dancing.
yeah.
Everyone was dancing, and all these twerk videos had kept coming out, and I was like, "Why is no one twerking?"
Yeah, why don't we
It's like
twerk,
you're not
guys?
even like in tune with
No way.
you know like social etiquette here. Like,
Yeah, as it should be. I asked the same thing. Like, why is nobody twerking?
yeah,
What are we doing?
like if you want hits, man,
Yeah, you gotta
like,
twerk.
You gotta get
That's
it.
how you win the people.
Did you get
over.
anybody
That's right.
twerking that night?
I did a upside down twerk where you do
Oh,
the
the wall.
handstand
Bad
on
bitch.
the tent because everyone was camping.
Like this is like a camp. Like
It was, like, on the
Riverside
side.
campsite.
Oh, okay.
It was
Yeah.
like on the side of a stand-up tent, and my feet were like sitting there, and I was trying to do it. I'm like, I think
Damn.
It was successful.
Bad bitches.
everyone was
Yeah.
like
Oh my-
yelling.
Yeah.
Everyone's yelling. Like I'm sure they were just like extremely like laughing their asses off. At
Yeah,
me.
that's fun.
It
was, yeah.
It felt good. Yeah.
That was like the first trip we all took together, and I was like, man, this is it. Like
Start of something good.
Byrd Law.
Yeah, I didn't know Byrd Law was on the horizon, but I could feel it though.
That's so funny.
It's just wild. Like it's one of those like-minded people things to me. Like,
For sure.
Yeah.
We all seem like great friends, which is probably the most important thing, honestly.
That's the good part about the band is that we all like genuinely like hanging out together.
I was about to say, y'all
you gotta
hang
catch
out.
us when we play Mario Kart
we were
together.
already hanging out. Like I remember we used to, when Workaholics was still airing, we would do Weird Wednesdays, and like every Wednesday we would all hang out.
Wednesday night.
So we were already spending like too much time together as a group of friends, probably. But then like we didn't have a bass player for a couple of years, just
Bring
because
in
we were
Doug.
like, because we were just like, we want to make sure like they fit in, like, because we didn't do it for money, like none of us even now, like it was first just like a creative outlet, and then like it became like, well, maybe like we could do a little bit, actually do something with it, but to bring somebody into that without them like actually being chill,
being so close knit too. That's hard to
and we have all known each other for so
we were
long,
mad. We were mad at ourselves for not asking him sooner. Like we did eventually ask him, and it was like he had been waiting for that forever. We're like, why didn't you just tell us?
Right?
Yeah.
But
we obviously didn't have a bass player, and we all hung out with him individually.
Yeah.
And
we all kind of, it was one of those things where you just like assume, and you don't want to like, because he was in like semi like casually in a band then. It's like, he does comedy, like stand-up comedy, and so like
fun.
Which is awesome, but like doesn't conflict as much as we thought it would. because so much stuff is like weekday nights, and we play on the weekends, and
he's just like I mean y'all have been that way longer than any of us.
Me and Doug have
just
known
one
each
of
other
those
since,
friends
like,
you
third or
don't
fourth grade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, and then so everyone's like, we're all in like up to 15 years like of just friendship.
That's
like
awesome.
And so it's like, no one's had like a major fallout or anything yet, and I think it's just because we're all kind of blunt with each other.
Yeah, you have to be. Just be open and honest.
Be open about it. And,
Me and Alice been yelling at each other a lot in the studio. It was happening there. It was like,
you shut up.
It was getting like
that is why it almost didn't work, because we needed Parker as like a.
And finally, this is no shit. Finally, we realized one day that we were yelling about the same thing. We were just saying it in different ways.
Yeah.
And like sometimes if you calm down and you really think about what you're
processing,
what you're saying and what they're saying,
you realize like, oh shit, we're like actually a lot alike on this subject.
Y'all are probably very similar people too, so you clash sometimes.
For sure.
Honestly, those fucking politicians in DC need to hear that.
Exactly.
They need to go fucking do that.
You're saying the same thing.
It's really not that hard.
Yeah.
Can I vote? Can I like write your name in when I vote?
I used to do. Actually, Parker's the only candidate we got in the band right now. I used to do this, but like, I'm the mayor of Old
Parker's
River.
Run like a low key campaign and got like 15 or 16 write-ins before.
Really?
Like in the past, you
For
know,
what
when
city?
he wasn't. Probably, I think in
Crosby,
Crosby,
right?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Oh, no way.
Zach used to say he wanted to run for mayor of Devers.
He does it. He does. He used to do it every presidential election, or he did it. I guess he's only old enough for
a few.
However many. Like, oh Jesus, he's my age.
Yeah, so
I keep acting like
I don't know how many.
He's like so young, and he's literally the exact same. We're the oldest dudes in the band.
I think yours, like y'all were different, like school years, which that's how sometimes. Like I feel like I'm 32, and I still sometimes go, oh, okay, so they would have like been a senior when I was a freshman, like to like relate their age in my mind. Like, oh, I was like in middle school when they were in high school. Got it.
That's what I think about. Like when I ask like years of graduation, like what grade was I in at that time?
It's tough when we don't know a lot about the Mormon stuff either. So,
I don't.
You know, like maybe like there's something we're missing here, like
about
that he's missing.
Yeah,
you know, like hanging with Parker. Like sometimes there's.
I know. Well, Parker's always like he doesn't really drink sodas a lot. Like there's definitely a lot of like the way you were just like brought up, you know, and so certain things, but he's pretty much, I think, let go of most of it. But the rest is just like upbringing.
Yeah. we saw a little bit of that. I think Mason's family or mom is Mormon or something.
Really?
Maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, we're not touching that subject, right?
Sorry.
Oh,
No.
God, that's lawsuit.
No, but I will say that the Hollers and Birdlaw are playing at Warehouse Live
I saw that.
on July
Yes.
1st this Saturday.
Yeah.
I think Birdlaw starts at 7:30
Yeah, at the
Like
latest.
on-
I think 7:30.
on the dottish.
Yeah, in the studio, which is like just like an extra room there at Warehouse Live. But
Yes.
we're the Hollers are who invited us. So,
That's cool. I saw
to be
that
clear.
post today, actually. I was trying to figure out who that was. I haven't
Yeah.
heard of them.
Yeah. They're-
Yeah, we know Casey Royer's sister too. She owns her and her husband John on the crawfish place.
Oh, okay.
Out in Anahuac.
Yeah.
It's like badass restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
I went there
Well,
like
he
yesterday.
actually-
The crawfish place.
The crawfish.
Oh,
place.
yeah.
And
Great
he's
beer selections, too.
anyway,
Yes.
her brother Casey sings for the Hollers. And
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
yeah, and we know, and actually Liz, if Liz is listening, she can sing really well too. But
Liz who?
that's Casey's sister.
Last name?
From the Hollers. Royer is Liz's maiden
Is it
name.
another Royer?
Royer.
Royer, yeah.
Hey.
I mean, if it's got an R in it,
Roya Bembe.
it's like good luck getting me to pronounce it
If
correctly.
I had anything that could get a French fancy pronunciation, I'd lean it hard.
Oh, me
into
too.
It.
Yeah. I don't have
Immediately.
any
Right?
type
I've
of-
always wanted to be John Farley
John
See,
Parlay.
yeah.
or Jean
Jean
Farley.
Jean
Yeah.
Farley. You gotta go full
Fabergé.
Jacques.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I would just sound like a frige over there.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
that's
regular
too far.
ass.
Fibidibichet.
Who
We
gives
have a
a
few
shit?
of those. Does everyone have I feel like every third business in the greater Houston area has one Frisian.
Yeah, shout
on
out to the
payroll.
Friges.
Hey, shout out.
Half my graduating class.
Who do we
they went
know?
to, so.
Who do we know? Frige.
I know lots of free.
Oh, Will. Shout out Will Frige. Isn't that his last
Yeah.
name?
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. He.
I went to Devers and Liberty, and it's like half of them are. All
Oh yeah,
so.
that's
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Free J's, Nugents, and Taylors.
Oh yeah.
They're all related.
Now it's the Braylons, Talons, and fucking Raylins.
Nothing wrong with them. Just there's a lot of them.
There's a ton. Yeah.
So, big news on the front.
Oh, God.
Breaking news,
down.
breaking news.
Thank God.
What?
I don't know what's the.
I have a tiny wiener.
Oh my God.
Wasn't sure what we were gonna report on.
Yeah.
We're going to report on, so what time do y'all play on
It's 7:30.
Set-
At the
7:30?
latest. Is that what you said?
Yeah, we're
So
gonna. We
say-
open the whole
Yeah,
thing.
I show
probably
up and
start.
throw tomatoes.
Yeah. If
just
you
don't
could
throw 'em
hold
at
off
Bird
until
Law.
8:30. That would probably be better.
Don't throw 'em at you.
Y'all are first.
Yeah, we're gonna be first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm already a terrible drummer, so if a tomato comes at the
What's a good
stick
fruit?
or something.
Bananas? Can I throw
No
bananas at
blueberries.
y'all?
That wouldn't hurt.
Ooh,
Yeah.
chopped bananas. That would be
Okay, I'll
chopped bananas.
whole
like
banana.
You could always use
honeydew,
potassium,
like
so-
honeydew and cantaloupe.
I'll do that.
Like watermelon.
I will do
Fuck
that
yeah.
if you say on stage, say turn the pit into a fruit salad. I'll do that.
Stir it up.
Yeah.
All the fucking
Oh my
way.
God! Do you know how many times now we're gonna say it like 10
Turn
times?
the turn the,
Yeah.
There or not?
The band was just hungry. They didn't suck.
turn the fucking pit into a fruit salad now, dude. JT Justin Taylor started a 2-man mosh pit at the shoot.
At the shoot.
Oh, nice.
Literally
fun.
at the shoot, and he goes, "Fucking open the pit." These two dudes just
Two
started
guys just ran
hitting
out
each
there
other.
and they went at it.
And he was so proud of that. The next day, I
feel
played with
like
him. He said,
there's-
"He went, did you see that?" He said, "Did you see that mosh
Said
pit?"
the first time
I was like,
in shoot history,
yeah,
there's
he
a
was
mosh
like, that was the
pit.
first time ever at this shoot.
Yeah.
I feel
You're
like
probably
is
right,
there not
Justin.
just like a fight like once every 14 days there?
That's not a mosh
usually-
pit.
Yeah, but that's it
Oh,
wasn't.
God.
Yeah,
Hey,
it
we
wasn't
have
a
a- we
planned
have a
mosh.
good-
Not a planned mosh.
We have a gig coming up there. Like, right?
At the shoot.
Oh, the shoot.
I'm
The
like, I
shoot.
hope not, because if you book this
No, we
without
should
telling
play
us-
there. Oh, the night of midget wrestling.
Oh my gosh,
Like,
that would be
someone got,
hilarious.
At the
like-
shoot?
Awesome.
Did
Yeah.
someone
Bird
get
Law.
shot or
and,
shanked
like,
there?
yeah.
One of the two.
Yeah, I think it was Shank.
Maybe both.
I remember that.
Definitely
both.
shanked.
It's a lot better now. They got
That's
new.
good.
They got new management.
New management.
Yeah.
That's good because I went there. I probably
think-
haven't been there in like
Or
8 to 10 years.
I
or
hadn't
something.
either until they played there, and
Is it way better?
Way
Okay,
better.
that's good. to
yeah, no,
know.
y'all should definitely play there.
Oh, there's like
Well,
places
that's what
I
we
like
were
don't
saying
even think
earlier.
about because of
Yeah.
I haven't lived.
If
in that
anything,
area
if
in so
anything,
long,
the
so,
security
yeah.
guards they're using now are bad motherfuckers.
That's good.
Like-
No, the problem is
Huge
the
dudes.
the problem is the
Huge
schedule. They
Yeah.
where they have bar business, and it's like after midnight.
Late. Oh, it's
Yeah,
one of
I know.
those.
It's like
Late
10 to
nights.
1. Like we have
Like-
like one of those gigs a year.
Oh no, that's
Maybe
in all the
two,
places.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
Well,
I mean-
like, and that's why we ended up like the brewery band because we
Daytime,
want, like
afternoon.
daytime.
I'm not gonna
afternoon
make-
stuff like 10 to 11 at the latest, and
That's nice.
and they're looking for original music. Like we
Yeah.
definitely. Like we would suck at a bar like the Shoot probably because we don't really play a lot of covers.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
some like good crowd pleasers, but they're very few and far
we've
between.
played one or two gigs in that scenario, and it was exactly how we thought it'd be. Except it wasn't as bad, but we were thankful because it was like right there on
Yeah.
it, like where the people are just like, "Oh, you're gonna play this," or
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
sound like this.
Play
why don't
wagon
you-"
wheel.
You
Yeah.
sound, no,
Do y'all
they'd be
play
like,
Janis Joplin?
I think they
Do you
told
play-
Alice like she
yeah.
sounded like Janis Joplin, so why don't
Nice.
you play like Janis Joplin or whatever? And we're just like, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, I appreciate
that
the
down.
compliment, and but like, yeah, we play so few covers that
Yeah.
like we don't. Yeah, we don't play, and we always joke that we're like a Tom Petty / the band
We have
cover
a
band. We have
lot
like
of
2 or
the
3
band,
Tom Petty songs.
the
We have
band
like
and
3
Tom
band
Petty
songs.
Those are such
Like,
good songs to cover.
Yeah,
though. They're-
exactly. So they're good staples.
Yeah.
And they span a really wide crowd
Yes.
too. So it's like it's something that we enjoy, and we're kind of a rock and roll band, so we try to lean into that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're not good for like a Rowdy Bucks situation. or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
anything
play the
like
dancing
that.
hymns.
Yeah, we can't do
Right.
any of that. I mean, we could, but it would be time. We all have full-time jobs.
Yeah.
So it's like
And that's not y'all's.
And we have
Yeah.
we have this like sleight of hand thing with me and Alice switch positions like for like 45 minutes and
Yeah.
on a regular set,
Yeah.
where she plays drums and I play like rhythm guitar and lead sing or whatever. And
yeah, we basically
it
like
already
have
feels like you're
3
getting
1-hour
one over on the
sets.
audience. They're like, what's going on here? And by the time they get used to that, you're trading it again. So it's like, just not too many tricks. Like, just do
Yeah.
the ones you got and like,
Well, that's like
Yeah.
y'all's shtick, though. It's like
Yeah.
very original, just kind of like how Brandon's like all cover.
Exactly. And I respect it because like Brandon does such a good job at like
yeah,
I mean, I know he
First
like
of
lived
all.
that life.
Yeah.
But like that I get it because I like learning covers is awesome. And
My
but
shtick is
being a crowd pleaser though, that's really hard.
Yeah.
And like that he does.
What about
that
being a
is
woman
impressive.
pleaser?
Well,
You just go back to
My
sitting there
stick,
minding
my
your business.
stick, my stick is that I'm actively on PCP while I play.
but
it's like,
put that
damn, I
rumor out
knew
there.
like I was enthralled for some reason. I thought it was just like the,
Yes.
two
That
buttons on the
that's
bottom.
secret.
Yeah, so
I knew it.
What makes
I
you?
could tell from
So what's
the
your
audience,
thing? Yeah,
like-
what's your thing? What's your?
Do you remember me telling you-
high on PCP?
Yeah,
Stop
yeah.
it.
Full.
Hey, Shreds, you remember me telling you years ago, like, dude, you just fucking ooze cool.
Yes,
I-
yes,
I
I
was
He's
like,
been
do.
banking on that
I was
now
like-
for.
I was
That's funny.
this fucking guy though.
And I
You know
wasn't.
what you were doing? You were standing on that post, like right there at the lake, just like doing a guitar solo. You could fall backwards. You
Yeah,
had your wireless system.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
You had your wireless thing, and you were. And it was like, this motherfucker is cool as. I was like,
This is the
it's
one.
like, this is how you do it. Stage presence is everything. This dude's
Yeah.
not even on the stage. Like,
Stage
Yeah, no
presence is
doubt.
off the stage.
I'm very grateful that I learned that very early in my career.
yeah, I told my wife, man.
Very lucky.
I told her, I was like, you weren't even, with Brandon, my buddy, and your buddy now. Like, you weren't even really hooked up with. I was like, this dude's
He's the real deal. He's like,
oozing cool.
So, I mean-
I've heard that story too before I even met you. It was just like, yeah, he just.
I was like, yeah, you're gonna like
I'm
this
like,
guy,
wow.
man.
Wow.
And I didn't even really
We had a lot to live up
Again,
to.
we had talked, but we were more just like mutual acquaintances, just like me and Sydney. Like,
Yeah.
We had talked, but we weren't like friends or anything.
Yeah, like I've
Just-
known who you are for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big thing, guys. On all the new artists, you gotta fucking move. I mean, you can't fucking
Right.
stand there. I mean,
Yeah.
You gotta have.
I'm getting tired of seeing it. It's sad, honestly.
You gotta ooze
Yeah.
something. He oozes.
And if the stage-
Ooze anything.
Because they'll be like,
Yeah.
because then what they do is they bring 6 members and be like, well, the stage is not big enough. I'm like, just play with 3 people.
Yeah.
What?
Come on.
We have
It's
been
super
eye
annoying.
deep on like
I was
the
gonna say,
smallest freaking
Yeah, or y'all
stages.
switch spots with people at least.
Yeah.
We'll switch and not even bitch about how little stage we have
Yeah.
to do that.
Dude, the true
It's like-
country shows.
It's
some
like,
of these-
Alice, just hold the
Yeah.
guitar in the air and
Yeah,
I'll grab
hold
it
this
on my
and-
way out
yeah.
from behind the drums.
And I'm gonna
then-
squeeze here,
Anything
and
different.
like I gotta lean the chair
like-
back before
get
I can
in.
get in.
anything
Yeah.
different.
Yeah. Yeah.
They played.
Yeah.
That's how we always felt about it. I'm glad you
yeah.
brought that up.
try to
Shreds,
use that
Mr.
as a
Shreds.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Law. Thank you, Bird. Thank you, Bird.
No, we always thought we were different than everybody. Not better than anybody.
Not better
but-
than anybody. And like
But,
we're so
like-
on. We every like 6 months we go. I think we're like becoming a real band now,
Yeah.
like for real this time.
So you gotta
and
check
we've been saying
yourself,
that
like-
for like
For
7
real
years.
this time,
yeah, but,
guys. It's gonna
but
work
for
out.
real, I think this is it. Like we're like a real band.
I mean, if
and-
you're making money getting gigs, you're a real
You're a
band.
real-
yeah.
You're a
And,
real band.
Yeah, we've just been like, oh God,
Look at you oozing.
Who is that?
Is it O'Neill's?
oh sick.
Dude, I think I want to.
Yeah, see, we have those pictures on
That
our
was
phone.
like last year.
Janae
Lucky
didn't even get something
motherfuckers.
off Facebook. She just like went to her personal.
Yeah, she's like, let me go through my
database.
photos.
I have a personal database on you in my
She
phone.
probably took that for me and forgot to send it.
Janae's our historian for sure.
I-
Chilling.
I was like,
Bird
yeah.
historian.
She wasn't actually. I don't think she was
Always.
on board with the Earl Shreds thing like I was. I'm telling you, he's pretty good. Like,
Rocket ride.
Thank
to the
you.
top.
Yeah.
You were one of the only ones because I remember when I came back, got back into the Houston music scene, nobody knew me and everybody treated me like a fucking idiot and couldn't play. Because I
Yeah.
lived in San Marco. I quit music for like 5 years and then I didn't play around here. All the music I ever played was
It's
in-
because your
hill
vibe.
country.
Everybody wants you to tell them how good they are, and you just want to play music. You don't.
Yeah,
like,
I've literally made a video where I've been like, I'm
Like-
tired of fucking hearing how good your buddy is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's the
I
most
mean,
cliche motherfucking
Yeah.
lead guitar thing.
Right.
It's so, every fucking, especially in this fucking town.
Yeah.
It
man.
actually-
Yeah, I've
the
been
lead
that
guitar
annoying
players
guy
are
talking to my
cooler.
lead guitar buddies though. That
Oh
I
damn.
was like, oh man,
Not to
you would
throw-
love this guy because I think they hadn't
But
heard
I
of him.
think I misspoke because it's the
Yeah.
lead guitar players are actually not bad about it. And they talk about, like, I can talk about another lead player in an intelligent way.
Right.
Like, I love talking about Eddie Van Halen. I love talking about guitar players.
Yeah.
But in an intelligent way. I don't want to go, my buddy's the best. I get
Yeah, it's like
$300.
nobody cares.
And that's where I misspoke because
Nobody
it's mostly
cares.
lead singers.
Do you have his
Ah.
mixtape?
Well-
Do you have his mixtape right now? Can we
Yeah.
put it on how good he
Yeah.
is?
That's
Like,
why I also moonlight as a guitar player and drummer, so I don't so that I don't fall under like.
oh, that's
the
why we
front
do
woman.
it. That's why we do it. So we got excuses. Oh well, we do all this
no
other
one's
stuff.
really a lead singer. I am, but I don't want to carry. I don't want to carry the weight of that
Yeah.
stigma.
That's what I say
It's
in
a
our
lot.
band. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, we didn't have a singer, and now I sing.
Yeah.
And we're all stressed.
Yeah. We all
it
just
was
play
yeah,
Oh,
it was
yeah,
one of
man.
us. Like we drew straws on everything. Like we're like literally like 4 guitar players who are in a band together. So it's
Thank
like
God Doug
everyone-
learned bass.
Yeah, thank God Doug realized that he was a bass player by trade, and he just didn't know it yet until he joined the band and just had like the freedom to learn it.
Yeah.
Because we had so many songs, so it was such a breath of fresh air because he like came in like new to all the songs, so he was having fun playing everything and like shit that we'd been like,
Yeah.
God damn it, I'm so fucking tired of playing this song. Like I do not like want to play Lake Charles again. We've been playing that for like
Yeah.
it's just like, but he like breathed new life into the whole band because I was like using a bass pedal to get us
an
along.
octave pedal.
An octave
and
pedal, it
Not-
taught me how to be a little bit better of a guitar player because I played like alternating bass lines with
and
my
I guess
chords,
I guess
and
I
so-
should say that I wasn't necessarily like against having a bass player, but I didn't want a bass player because I only wanted to be somebody like us that was already in the band,
Right,
somebody
yeah.
that we were like friends with.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean,
It's just hard to add in.
I'm
Yeah.
like 36 now, you know. It's like this could be my last band. You know,
My last
like-
This is like I think that's
like,
yeah,
I wanted
that's probably what held it
everybody
together. It's like
everybody.
this is like the last
and
train
then
out
when
of the
Doug,
station.
our friend from a long time, was just like, "I'll play bass for y'all." Like, what the fuck have you been?
Yeah, where you been, bro?
Like,
And he really came in because we were like, John had this shoulder surgery like 5 years
Oh,
ago
yeah.
or whatever, and so it was like we couldn't play any shows for a while, but we had like this one gig that was like a craft beer festival in Pearland, and so we like got Doug, and my little brother plays drums, and so we like
fun.
cobbled together a show all together, and that was when Doug just like was like,
yeah, he
"You just
played
need to
that
stay in the
gig.
band.
Yeah.
Like, this is
He
silly."
played that gig, and then I got to practice with him like the next time. Like
Yeah.
my shoulder, I was like ready to
And
go.
of course, this is like 2019. So literally, like 2020 was like, we might have been saying this is our year every year, but 2020 was like, we've got shows booked all the way, like from the beginning of the year through
we
the
were
summer.
on top of the world for a
Like we
second.
were like, we did this like Battle of the Bands thing, and what was it?
At Bars
Seabrook or
295,
Kemah?
Bars 295.
we,
That's
that,
cool, boys.
we only lost because we literally lost to like a touring band, which we thought was like bullshit
got-
that they were there in the
we
first
got
place.
second
They
out
were
of
like, we're gonna use
12.
this for like gas money or whatever, and we're like, cool, that wouldn't have been helpful to us.
Yeah.
but-
Seriously?
We're like, bye, have fun on the rest of your tour, I guess.
Douchebags.
Yeah, we were like,
No,
I mean, they
was
were
like
good.
They were good. They were like a reggae
played,
band.
They played
Oh, that's-
Sublime
yeah, and they were-
songs. Like,
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
they
fun.
played some covers and some originals, but they were better than us. And but
Anytime
when we
you
heard
play
them, we were
Santa
like, well,
Rita,
yeah, y'all are
you're
they're
gonna
like a
win
real
Battle of the
band.
Bands.
Or like
Yeah.
a touring
A touring
band. Like
band,
they
yeah.
were midway through a tour, basically.
but why do you go
But,
attack a songwriters? I mean, not a
Well,
like
just
a
like
battle
a
of
local
the
thing.
bands.
Like, 'cause
you know,
we were, like,
I would definitely
We
not
were
do
literally
that.
up against bands of like teenagers that were really freaking good. Like
Yeah.
we only
I guess-
because we were so close to winning was because we have original songs and
Yeah.
stage presence, and we were able to like when
hit
when
all
the
the
crowd
points.
we
Would
had
you
all
still
the
do
extra
a Battle of the
points.
Bands now?
Hell yeah, I would do it. I love
Yeah.
competition.
the
I do too.
exposure, the exposure. There
And
were
the
a bunch of
exposure,
people there.
It was, and so this was like at the end of,
And it was a
started,
crowd
like, at
vote.
the end of
And
February.
we heard the crowd voting for us with their yells, you know? I mean, that's
and,
like,
and so it's like the end of February of 2020. So
I
we were
think-
like riding
Right.
high. And
you
we
get
played,
shut
yeah, we
down.
literally played one last show the Saturday before like everything closed at,
my worst drumming show ever.
it was fine because everyone was
The world got
hammered.
shut down because of
and
it.
the world got shut down.
I
Yeah.
had
of
a
your
big
drumming.
time
Yeah,
mistake.
because no, not
No
a
one
big
would've
time
noticed
mistake.
it
John got
anyway.
wasted,
Oh.
and which it happens.
Aw.
Everyone has had like the show
Yes.
where, or just the event. Like I think I spent so much time like playing for my family and stuff, like really, really wasted that
You're used to
like
it?
I got
You can do
used to it, and then by the time we started playing shows, I'm like I might drink. If it's really hot, I'll drink 3 or 4 beers.
I
while we're
definitely
playing,
don't
but I
do that
usually
anymore.
don't drink a ton because I'm playing and I
That'd be
try
good.
not. just
I made
don't
like
drink
a
so.
brief mistake in a song.
That was the last time
and it just
anyone
killed
ever
me.
got wasted. During
I
the
was,
show.
I hated everything. I was mostly myself, but I was so mad because I made a mistake, and everybody was like, "John, you were like the least drunk guy there. Like,
Yeah,
you were the
just
drunkest
care.
guy on stage.
Yeah,
but like,
sure.
You just
No one,
care.
no one recognized
No,
your
no
Yeah,
one
I did.
You
noticed.
just care a lot.
It was
it was like
a
the
perfect
last song of the
situation.
evening.
Yeah.
It was just
Oh,
one
yeah,
of those.
everybody-
It was like the last set. We cut it short. I did play Janis Joplin for a drunk
Nice.
guy that was like, "You sound like Janis Joplin. Can you play a Janis Joplin song?" And so I played like an acoustic version.
We should have
of Bobby
showed up.
McGee.
Yeah, I was gonna say me and Bobby McGee.
Of course, that's like the one
That's
I
the
can
one.
always
We've done
do.
that
like
song.
It's
We've
in
done
back
that
in the
song.
recesses of my
Song.
mind. I can always
Yeah.
call it up.
I love that song.
We've done that.
It's a great
We used
song.
to do that song on the set until it started coming up like the Janis Joplin. Like, oh, you sound kind of like Janis Joplin.
Well, I mean, we played a bunch of songs.
It's like, yeah, I
we
appreciate it,
started
but
rotating
except
new
we play so
covers
much
in, so-
original music, it's tough when you hear that because you don't you didn't even plan on any covers in that particular set, and then
Yeah.
like they're already expecting you to play something like that, it gets a little dicey, you know.
Well, at least you have it in your back pocket. Like, if you
Yeah.
ever- people are like, I'll pay you
sure.
and I agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah,
We're
that's
not
that's where the
like
tips
above
usually
and
come
beyond
in.
or
Yeah,
anything.
you give
We're
me a couple
just
20s.
Yeah,
I'll do it.
we'll play any. If I can remember it, I'll play it
Yeah.
for sure. If you've got money on it.
I think we're super thankful as musicians and a band like that's kind of in the game but not in the game because we all have full-time jobs and stuff.
Right.
We're pretty thankful to have an outlet, you know,
Yeah.
within our local community because we can't afford to go on tour.
Yeah.
You know, we have jobs
sweet.
and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
I know it sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucked.
Yeah, I feel bad for me. Yeah, that's why I do internet stuff just for
Right.
the internet money.
Yeah.
So it subsidizes my music.
OnlyFans, stuff like
But
that.
this
I
is-
know when he said to internet
Oh, yeah,
stuff, I was like, what kind of stuff?
I,
Feet. I sell.
I was gonna say I got to get in on the feet game. I feel like I have
sell
really
bath
big
water.
feet. I feel like it would
bathwater.
bathwater.
You could do the feet thing, and then you like get
Your
a
own
bowl of
pits.
grapes.
bathwater. Oh,
Yeah, you like smush the grapes.
Yeah, and
Okay.
that's the
It's like
VIP.
an I Love Lucy kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can add an upcharge, $20.
Yes, for
You get the
grapes.
bath water that was in this shoe.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Like this is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I think I can get in on that because I
Yeah.
feel like
But then just use
extra
John's
large
feet.
Oh yeah.
And sell it as your.
I mean,
I know.
I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
you don't.
At least you seem like you're a lot taller than me. I feel
Someone
like I should be
does.
taller
Dude,
because
I
of the size
actually-
of my feet. And
I
I'm
actually broke
really
my
upset
toe
about that
last
sometimes.
week.
I've always
I
had
broke my toe last week. It was
last week.
yeah, it was all last week, right? It was pretty
There's
gnarly.
nothing you can do
Juneteenth.
about it. Oh,
Yeah, Juneteenth.
What do you do?
I just
Drunkenly kicked a table, from what I understand.
I like kind of fell.
I was there, but I don't.
I
recall.
kind of fell
It's like, what did I do?
while I was drinking from my kitchen table, playing games.
you
and-
fell from it. You were on it.
No, I was sitting in front of it, but I
Oh,
fell
okay.
and I didn't realize I could just use my hands to catch myself because I was drunk. And I used my foot like I did some kind of weird, and I kicked the table leg like
Oh, that's the
dead
worst.
on,
I did that.
smacked the toe over like that.
I kicked a piano. I was on drill team and I was practicing a jump
Yes.
backstage before a spring show the night
Oh.
before at rehearsal.
No.
And I did my leap and I kicked a piano and broke 2 of my toes.
I'm sure you wouldn't recommend that for anyone else to try.
I kicked a child today.
I know someone who did that, but
They're in
by,
jail now.
yeah, like, by law, I can't mention anymore.
By Byrd law, she cannot.
Well,
Sorry, that's a cheesy pun.
No, like
No, we
that's
gotta
the
have one.
best part about Bird Law is like all of the puns. That's
Yeah.
why half of us stayed in the band.
I'm a bird watcher. Big
Oh,
fan.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
We've
a
been
shame.
bird lawyers for a long time. Yeah.
I
That's
offered
great-
to bring some pizza. I
dude,
should have
y'all are
brought.
missing out on y'all are missing out on money.
That's what. Well, so see, I really think we could get a collab going with the law firm and like
No,
we
I'm
like
saying,
write some music for their
I'm just
commercials.
saying-
Do a little jingle or something.
Yeah.
do
Hey, let's give a shout out to the other Bird Law band that keeps.
But there's another band.
Oh, there's this band in like Kentucky
Don't
or
get me
something
started.
that's like a jazz trio.
Well, they're Nazis or
They're,
something.
we're not worried about
No,
them.
check it out.
We're not worried about them.
Are they BY though?
I don't
I guess
I don't
give
think
the
so.
give the full thing so I can talk about the Shreveport show because that was so funny.
Yeah,
When-
preface this
I
for us.
don't remember.
So anyway, we got mixed up on a couple like they tagged the wrong Bird Law
Oh, the
band.
Kentucky band, yeah.
They
and,
tagged-
and we'd
you
be
know.
like, hey, as much as we'd love to play a gig in Kentucky, like we cannot get there.
Yeah,
by
like
Saturday
we would
or
get
whatever.
tagged over there, or they
Oh,
would get
no.
tagged over here. It was kind of one of those deals,
Yeah.
and
Fight
we're
them.
That's what I always wanted to meet up at, like
no,
in like Texarkana
Battle of-
or something like that.
Settle
like,
it through
Yeah,
mutual
Battle of the
combat.
Bird Law.
Yeah.
or just do a show together. Just Bird Law squared.
Yeah.
You know?
Bird
Yeah.
nest.
Yes. Oh, we've actually played with a band called Bird's Nest.
I have. So
That's- you're missing an opportunity to-
Have you ever played at Natsuo downtown?
You're missing an opportunity to sell
what-
a subscriber newsletter on Patreon called the Birdwatch. Bird Laws
Oh.
Bird Watching.
Yeah. So is it
People
all
would-
about birds or
No, it's
people with the name Byrd or all just like
are we
anything Byrd
BY or are we
related.
BI?
Like I feel like
we're going
anything
for
Byrd,
BY here.
BY, BI, or Lloyd
That's
related.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's
the
a
whole
band.
thing.
It's like your band.
So in
like
like
a
Supreme Court,
smorgasbord.
and for our band, of
Okay,
course.
I
But we
got
want
you.
to provide a lot of
Okay.
Byrd facts.
like a
I
band
think.
newsletter.
Bird laws,
Like it's a
bird
band
watch.
club.
Yeah.
This is what we're looking
It would
at.
be like bird laws, bird watching,
Yeah.
super subscriber.
We would
Yeah, this
definitely
is
get
what we're
like
looking at.
3
Destroy that like
subscribers,
button.
my
I
mom,
like
my
that.
aunt, and
I would subscribe.
Hey, that's if they give
And
$5, that's $15.
That's true. Yeah, because our levels definitely are going to start at 5. Like we can't be dealing
Yeah.
in like the $1-2 stuff.
I only have.
Let's say 3.
I have
Split
2
the difference.
Patreon shout out.
Hell yeah.
Ryan Kitchen and Cassidy.
Ryan's commenting.
OG.
He said Battle Royale, Bird Law.
Yes.
No, cockfight.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, that would be it. Yeah.
Of course.
Bird law versus bird law cockfight.
Oh my
Hell
God.
yeah, I'm into that. I'm at that show.
I like that, if you're a spectator, you're a bird watcher. Like,
Yeah, I like that for like the bird. We've always been like bird fan, but I think bird watchers are the best.
yeah, like
Also because you don't have to be a fan, you just have to
and
be
then
there.
yeah, you
Yeah,
come up
like,
with a
you
little
don't have
call.
to, you don't
Listen.
even have to listen
You're
or
just there.
like it. You're just there.
Come up with a little
I like
call and your live show. You'd be like, "Where are my bird watchers?" at?" And they'd be like, "Wee wee."
yeah, shout out to all my bird watchers that came out
We've got
today.
some good like bird.
If I went to a show and saw
It's
that,
like we
I
need
would.
to give them Pokemon cards
I was
now.
about to say y'all should each have like your own persona. You like take on the persona
The
of a
eagle,
bird and
the
like
chicken.
like this is the eagle. Yeah.
I'm a speckled macaw.
I'm a big non-flight bird person.
I'm a vulture.
penguins,
I've got an Earl Shreds.
Yeah.
Peacock.
I've got an Earl Shreds toenail.
Peacocks can fly surprisingly well, but only like a
Power up.
gliding thing.
Yeah.
But
Power level.
I feel like am I the only one that grew up in a neighborhood with like not wild peacocks? Someone had bought peacocks.
Oh no, we got
and
them. We still have them.
Yeah, I had
they
'em.
They're mean.
wondered. They never. I don't
Love seeing
remember
'em.
them being super aggressive. They
Wait.
were just always on people's houses.
What about the
and, like,
guineas?
Just
Yeah.
chilling.
What about the
Yeah.
guineas? The peacock's cousin.
Oh my god, my
The
dad
guineas.
had
Them
guineas.
too. I
The
had them.
guineas are the assholes.
We had
Yeah.
guineas at my
The
parents'
peacocks
house.
are usually okay,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
the guineas are kind of assholes.
We had
because they want to be a peacock.
They'll even
Yes.
run the chickens off. Like,
They
That's why we had to get rid of ours because they kept fucking with
That's-
our
yeah.
hens.
right. Our
We had-
neighbors same.
But they eat snakes and stuff too, so
Yeah.
it's like it's a catch-22.
We had
We
the
love
little,
y'all.
We had the little Easter chickens, little
Yeah.
chicks that you get.
Oh, yeah.
And they grew up, and we clipped one of their wings, and we couldn't get the other one.
Oh.
So it would like fly sideways, and it hated Zach, and it would chase him around the house and like peck him and like made him bleed a couple times. And so then we just like let it happen. Like, we literally, my whole
nature.
family, Zach would just be running around the house. We're like, "Oops, sorry, the chicken hates you. Like, what'd you do to it?"
What are you gonna do about it?
But now I'm like not a big chicken fan.
Gotcha. Well, I wouldn't live with anyone.
I mean, I like
I
the
want some
taste of
chicken.
I don't-
chicken
yeah.
and eggs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me too. I want them for
But
that.
as far as like raising the
Far
animal
away,
goes,
yeah.
Yeah.
Outside.
Not for
Yeah,
me.
they're raising.
oh,
yeah.
let's bring it back. Let's bring it back.
Can,
All
I use
right.
the, can I use the restroom? I've
Yeah.
been chugging this
Again?
water. Yeah.
Yeah.
all over the
chugs.
place.
I had a squirt.
We're gonna plug our upcoming work here.
Yeah, go for it.
Dude, yeah. Plug
Oh, is that supposed to be going somewhere? Or is it just chilling?
was
there?
it broken?
Yeah, it's paused. It's frozen. I just wanted to make sure everyone was aware. Troubleshoot.
The Facebook.
I'm on Instagram.
Facebook.
I'm on Instagram.
Okay.
Not the Instagram.
I'm on Instagram.
What are you playing? Okay. What are you gonna play?
We're working on new music. It's old music to us, but like we haven't released anything in like 5 years or so. So we're trying to release like a full length album.
More music before that.
We're definitely releasing
I
a
think I'll
single
release-
in the next month or two.
Yeah,
for
we're
sure.
trying to get a single out before we have a show coming up at the Whiskey Barn, the Barn Whiskey Bar.
Bar Whiskey Barn? Oh, I
yeah,
gotta come.
September 30th.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So hopefully it'll cool down some, but
Oh, they got great
but
AC.
hopefully we're hoping to have like new merch and like a single released. At
Yeah,
that
we've
time.
already
Like,
got-
that's our goal. I mean, our goal is to release all of this before the end of the year because we've literally been working on it for 2 years now. But it's like it's been
We've really been working on it.
like
now.
working on how to record better, and now we're finally at a place where everything. We were able to live record together and get a really good sound and and not have to. We can track, but the best sound is us playing live together always. Like anything we track is gonna be fine, but like to get the chemistry that we like really thrive off in our band. I was about to say, you probably
vibe with each other.
Yeah, it's so much better. And so that's what we've been working on this year. Like we finally got it into full swing, and like these are the songs we're working on, like which are they're songs that we've been playing live, so they've gone through the paces, and we've worked all the kinks out.
And
we know that we need to record them because we're tired of them already.
That too, like we need to play new live music too.
Like once you get songs recorded, I think it's like kind of
you like retire them.
Well, you know, I mean, obviously you play the ones that work well with the audience after that. But now we haven't even gotten to hear the songs how they sound recorded. Yeah. Because we've just been playing.
Yeah, overkill.
And we know what we feel like are the best songs. Mm-hmm. You know, and we think the audience likes some of these same songs too, but at the same time, we have never heard them recorded. So it's you know, that's where we are. And I think it's a good spot.
It's been a lot of fun. But it's been totally different from when we were recording last. Like even we did also like we have tried to do like lawyer stuff. Our EPs are named Article 1 and Article 2.
Okay, I heard you say that earlier.
Yeah, so like I don't know if we've really figured out what the name of the full album is going to be, but we want to like keep in that tradition.
You should just start suing people.
And that's the next step.
Once class action. We'll just call it class action.
We start suing everyone.
Yeah, we get our Byrd firm going.
Hey, thanks for coming to our show.
And then we're gonna sue the Byrd law firm.
Everyone here is gonna have to sign in.
We gotta count. There's 58 of you here. So be on the lookout in like 3 weeks for subpoena.
I was about to say, you need to do like a play on a subpoena or something.
Yeah, if you don't clap hard enough or tip us, I'm suing
everyone is going on the list. Yeah, clap.
I'm gonna go on my show. I'm gonna say, if you don't clap for me, I'm going on Twitter. I'm telling everyone you're a racist.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna cancel you immediately.
You should just do like each album. You should just like volume 1 because you have articles.
Right. Like, and that's what like something along those lines. Yeah.
Alice is actually trying to cancel at least Article 1.
Yeah, I have been trying to cancel it because in my own, I've already canceled it in my own heart. Not canceled, but like so. What? Like we were talking about, like, we didn't have like a lead play, like we didn't have anything. Like
we didn't even have a drummer, even though we had 2 drummers. We had 2 drummers, but me and her had like 2-3 songs each, and we started recording them. And I didn't want to play drums to her shit. She didn't want to play drums to my shit.
We didn't want to play drums in general because neither one of us.
And so we just used a drum machine.
Yeah.
And
that's very sophisticated.
You know, and like,
was it an actual like unit?
Oh,
it was a plug-in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was.
But
we did actually like pretty much play the drum though. Like, you know, it was one of those you could like pick.
Dude, that's like
it's like MIDI drums.
You know, that's what Nickelback does. You know, Nickelback, the drummer plays the part, and then they just turn the audio into MIDI.
Oh my god!
And use samples.
That's crazy.
I mean that's because that's how pop radio works these days. I mean, because it has that beat that people
sounds way better.
Even if it's not.
It's easy to make it sound perfect. Always.
No, it sounds just like everything else.
But
they know they can turn it up.
It's like, more nuanced. In pop, it's generic sample packs, but in rock, it's actually pretty cool because the professional bands that do that, they're MIDI triggering. They're replacing the drum sounds with their own recorded drums.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Of course. Yeah.
But like Nickelback, I watched an interview. Like his kick sound is like 4 kicks that he combined,
just all put together.
He recorded like at like Abbey Road or some shit.
Right.
So it's like, this kick sounds way better than anything we're gonna get in that room.
Yeah.
But it does kind of take away from the. It works for a rock record
for sure. Yeah,
but that's like part of their like whole like persona. Like,
if you're trying to get the album to hit,
for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you're going for something more unique or artistic, then obviously.
Like their Dark Horse album is all like 808 bass.
Yeah. And that's what like yeah, you can get deep in stuff like that. And me and Parker work on stuff on the side where we've kind of gotten into that, but
Cheers.
haven't really
Yeah,
been able
definitely.
Is that a beer?
to nail something down.
Yeah, it's a beer.
Is that a Nantucket?
I was gonna give you one of those. I meant to offer you one.
No, it's good. I just opened up my first one. I'm gonna have a beer right now. I went somewhere downtown last night, and
after the
my
Cynthia
suburban
Woods.
very bad joke is I always asked the bartender if I can have a Bud Light, but it was in like real liberal part of Houston. And I was like, she's like, what do you want to drink? I went, can I have a Bud Light? And she went, okay, do you want it on a draft? And I was like,
It's like that job done. Yeah, that
I
job
was
doesn't
like,
play in Houston.
can I just get a Miller Lite? She's like, so do you want a Bud Light or a
So,
Miller
dude,
Lite?
like, which one do you want?
Yeah.
And then I was like, I was trying to make a homophobic joke, but obviously it's not that funny.
That only plays outside the loop.
Yes. Yeah. That was Monday night. I went last night.
Man, I used to be
Whatever.
a douchebag.
Oh, I am one.
Our resident.
No, we were.
You hanging out with me and Justin Taylor is the worst.
I'm Brandon Lee Garner.
Yeah, that's
No, it's way me and Justin because we say Justin is a comedian.
Justin could hurt some feelings.
Yeah.
If he wanted
and me and
to.
him saying we always try to we find everything we say funny.
Yeah.
And we're always
All
trying to
very
say
offensive.
our humor is like really mean.
Yeah, just trying to say the worst
Worst
thing
shit.
that you can. Yeah.
Last night at Fall Out Boy, my 3 of my friends came actually. Like we just all met up there,
Yeah.
and we were walking over to go see Justin. And I was like, "Hey, just FYI, like, do not take anything he says seriously because everything he tells you is going to offend you or somebody you know.
bullshit.
It's all shit, and like we're all sarcastic, like you know.
Yeah.
But I was like, it's like over the top, like it's not like flirting with the line. Like he is
Over it.
way past
Yeah.
it, and they're like,
He
okay.
had I wish I could fucking remember it. He had a hilarious joke. Fuck, like an actual worked up bit. God, I wish I could remember it was.
He is like I love watching him like play on stage because he just like jokes with himself because
Yeah.
sometimes people aren't like paying attention,
Right.
and he'll like answer himself and like some of the stuff he says you're like, did you just say that out loud?
That's how you know. That's how you know a good performer, though. That they throw out those jokes that are
Those are
really
my
like
favorite performers.
too
Yeah.
hardcore. And sometimes when you don't hear anybody react, it's not because like they didn't like react to it, you know, in a certain way. But sometimes it's just like they're like, oh my god,
Yeah, like, oh shit.
you know, and that's like really what they're thinking. But they're also cool with it.
Yeah.
You know, they just don't want to be the first person to laugh at it.
Right.
Yes.
You know,
I've
and,
definitely
like,
been at comedy shows like that. Like I said,
It's like
our
that.
bass player Doug does comedy shows,
Yeah.
and so I go and see him, especially if he has like a paid gig where it's
Uh-huh.
like buy tickets and come.
Oh yeah, support.
And
oh god, yeah, buy
there's been
tickets to
some,
Warehouse
like,
Live,
I went
July
to-
1st.
July 1st.
yeah, July
15
1st.
doll
But-
hairs.
$15. Go see
I looked it
Bird
up,
Law
yeah.
and what's the other
The Haulers,
The Haulers.
yeah.
Haulers.
I looked
Yeah,
it
go
up
see
today.
the halfway haulers.
I was looking up at the studio, like there's like the
Hollers.
studio in the ballroom.
Right.
And I was like looking up to see what a studio looked like.
Yeah, it's like it's a little bit chiller than the.
Yeah, it's like a pie stage.
Yeah.
I've got a badass video on my phone of a show we went and watched there. I chugged a beer while we were watching the span.
Uncle Lucius.
And we did, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I
See-
wasn't there.
see,
I
that's
wasn't
how
even there.
long-
We were just talking about
This
it.
was
though.
like 12 years ago.
Yeah. But I
Damn.
never forget that, like, it was a whole thing that they were there and we weren't. So, like,
Yeah,
I always remember
like,
the
there's
video.
this song. I don't know if you heard of Uncle Lucius. He wrote that song.
Ain't it
My
the same?
first breath at
Ain't it
the
the same?
muddy brasses
Yeah.
No.
spilled
Yeah,
into
yeah.
the Gulf of Mexico.
But
You
the
know,
song we're
everybody
talking
knows that
about is
song.
Ain't It the Same?
Yeah, it was one of their
Yeah.
songs, and like we all loved it. It was called "Ain't the
I
Same."
just said that.
Yeah, yeah.
What's it called?
I think it's Ain't It the Same?
Okay.
Ain't the same.
Ain't it?
Ain't it the same now?
Uncle Lucius.
Uncle Lucius.
Anyway,
Anyways.
yeah,
Uncle Lucius.
I got Janae. Me and her were front row. Folk Family Revival was playing there that weekend too, or that night too, and started "Ain't It the Same." And the deal with it was though we all like chugged beer to that song, like
Nice.
Bird Law and
So
friends
it's like
of ours.
2 minutes,
like,
or like maybe a minute and a half. It's super short.
we would
song.
just sit there and like like cheers.
So it's
this
like,
song's
okay, it's chugging
awesome,
song.
like-
Yeah.
This is when we
Chug
were like
beer.
22, or I was 22.
And me and Janae invited everybody to come with us to that concert that night, and nobody came with us.
So I had to send him the epic chug video while Ain't It the Same was going on.
Look what you're missing out on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't the same.
It ain't the same. It was not.
Exactly.
It was not at all
Thank
It
you.
ain't the same.
Thank you as a brethren.
Absolutely. I would have been there. If you would have called me, I would have been there. I would have not been doing shit.
It's taken
Where
so
were
long.
you in 2013?
2013?
Yeah, where were you at?
In San Marcos?
No. I was,
In Colorado?
no. I was in the
The
streets.
gulag? Were you gonna say the gulag?
Fucking
Goo hole right down the road.
Yeah.
It's close by.
I was moving rocks 50 feet to the right in Siberia.
Oh, shit.
Oh, finally.
No, that's
the
real talk.
backstory.
I was a political prisoner in Russia.
Okay, yeah. Give me the backstory.
He can't. He signed an NDA.
I was a triple agent. I was a communist slash leftist slash conservative slash right wing slash
moderate.
left wing slash moderate slash very liberal undercover communist. Pretty crazy.
It all looped back around at a certain point.
I got so
love
deep
it.
I forgot who I was working for.
I can understand how you'd end up in the gulag that way.
I did, and they said, you move rock from right to left. And I was like, why do I have to do this, man? I said, I'm an artist. She said, in Russia, we have no art.
This is all.
In
We
Russia,
have-
art make you.
Yeah, we have rock that move. Now you go to Ukraine.
This is rock and roll.
You could be Wagner Group, go to Ukraine. We need, Joe Biden, we need 50 missiles for Donbass. Best money ever spent.
Going back to Warehouse Live, I have tickets to see Testify.
Oh, the same night.
Yeah.
I know that because when I looked on the Warehouse Live Facebook, I was like, oh,
We're
look,
gonna
they have an
go.
event for that, but they didn't have an event page
Yeah.
for us. So I'm like, I see how.
Because that's
we're
what I
in
saw.
We're in the
first.
baby room, yeah.
Yes. That's why I looked it up today because I was
Yeah.
like, okay, how is this going to work? But
Yeah.
there's 2 rooms.
So
I
we'll
had
be
never
next
seen a show
door,
there.
so pop in. And yeah, we play at 7:30, so
Mason?
you can come in at 7:30 and then leave at like 8:15.
So we can go.
will.
Yeah, we can go watch them, and then we can go see Testify because Testify is the headliner.
Oh, yeah.
That's the Rage Against the Machine cover band.
If we
sick.
get done with this
Yeah.
gig at LHB soon enough, then I'll do that.
Yeah,
Sweet,
you're
yeah.
an opener there, so
Oh, yeah. I can't wait for
for
that.
Midnight River Choir.
For Midnight River Choir?
Oh, Yes.
Loud.
Sorry, everyone. My bad.
Yeah, but that's like a there's like Stellar, which is a Sublime cover band, I think. And
I
then
know Incubus.
oh yeah, you're right,
Oh, okay.
Incubus.
Okay.
And then there's another cover band, and then Testify, which is
Dumb
the
as fuck. Missed the perfect opportunity. If you're going to be in an Incubus tribute band, Incubusin.
Oh my God.
Yes.
That's right there.
Yeah, but that wasn't like
Stellar. What the fucking dork.
because isn't that one of their songs?
Yeah, but that's nerdy as fuck.
And see, I don't even know enough about Incubus. Like, I know like the hits.
What if
Yeah.
Incubusin?
I mean,
I like
Incubusin,
it.
I like that. I mean, why aren't you gonna run with something that's right there?
Well, Bussin' has like it's like
It
a very
wasn't. Have
new
they been?
thing.
They've been a band for a while.
It's a fucking
Oh, yeah,
tribute
Incubus
band.
is
Well,
like-
I know.
been around
Just change
forever.
it. Like you can't be that attached to Stellar.
Because we're
Yeah,
going to see
come on now.
Incubusin.
Yeah, I like that better, and everybody knows who you're gonna cover. Like,
Exactly. It's way clearer because I
Yeah.
did not get Stellar from that. Like
Yeah.
Testify, I can understand.
Yeah.
For Rage,
Dude,
but
I came up with a movie script, a subscriber club for you guys, and a new name for this tribute
Oh,
band.
I don't know if you're
We definitely owe you.
Patreon. What are your like?
look,
should you
all I
hide some
tried to
of
get
this
you
on
is
your
pizza.
Patreon?
Should.
yeah,
All I tried to get you was pizza, so.
I know, and you denied that. I love pizza's my favorite thing in the whole entire world.
But
Wow.
I'm on the spectrum, so I can't.
Oh my god, he's not actually.
Well, I mean,
That's
I should have
offensive to people that
known.
are.
All your heroes.
What is
all
it?
your heroes.
What's the Twitter thing? I'm literally a neurodivergent minor.
Yes.
Like you can't say that to me.
I played an open mic and I played a song and it did not go. I think I did okay, but the crowd just didn't give a fuck. And I played and I said, "Sorry, everybody." I said, "Thank y'all for listening. Sorry, everybody. I'm autistic."
And I was in the back. It was at O'Neill's, and I said, get off the stage. I've never yelled at him really.
and
I was
then
I
like,
thought you
"It's
were
time
gonna
to
yell,
go."
he's not autistic, because
like-
that would have been way
It's like,
funnier. but I
God
understand
damn
why
it,
you-
But
Shreds.
I
Just
got
take
off-
off your shirt and shred.
Dude, I got off the stage and some lady came up to me and said,
No lie.
I'm autistic. Thank you so much. You don't know
See,
how much
that's
that means.
representation.
And I was like,
But he's a liar.
but I'm still an ally.
Yeah, now you
But
got
an ally.
this whole like elite fan base
Yeah.
like that has your back.
All the people on the
Obsessed.
spectrum. Yeah.
Obsessed.
Dude,
They're also on the real
absolutely.
shred streak.
Open,
They're all
I love it,
shred
but,
obsessed.
you
I'll
know,
be the
then
opening band at
then
the
you're
Special
looking, then you're
Olympics.
looking at a lot of charity stuff here.
Hey, speaking of that, I watched The Ringer on Monday night when you were at rehearsal, and like if that movie would have came out like in recent
It would have been
times,
canceled as a
would have been
motherfucker.
canceled.
Wait,
yeah.
didn't they
Oh,
do
yeah,
another
Johnny
movie
Knoxville?
like that? Was it in like Adam Sandler or something like that recently?
Maybe.
But it's like probably with way better intentions.
Yeah, because this one, like, I was watching it, I was just like,
I only remember like just
we used to quote it all the time, me and
Yeah,
my friends.
yeah.
I feel
and,
like we're supposed to smoke soon, you know.
yeah, he's getting very anxious.
We're at an hour and a half.
Hey, I gotta tell you that when you were talking about your story when you were in the gulag, Kitchen said you smuggled edibles across the border.
Yeah. I was like, just because
got some of those
just because I'm not a lesbian, I don't like to scissor. Y'all won't let me out. You get Brittany Griner out, you won't get me.
I listened to the episode with Micah Cheatham today when I was at work.
Really?
And and I was cracking up because y'all were like lesbian Jack Black and Megatron, and that fucking sent me.
Yeah, he's lesbian Black Jack Black, and I'm Megatron.
Black Jack.
I was like, wait, which? And then I was like, no, I know exactly. That is so fucking hilarious.
Yeah, like, you know, when you say lesbian Jack Black, like,
that's it.
That's it.
Dude,
right
you
there.
won't believe the motherfucking people. I get called the most name. I think because I look weird.
David Koresh.
Yeah, we went to
Okay.
David Koresh. which I
Jeffrey
own.
Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
That's the glasses. Well, and the blonde hair. So
Every day.
And the monotone like delivery.
I was about to say he's got the like
Even.
kind
It's
of,
like I was like tooting the fuck out of his horn one day. I was like, dude, like he just ooze cool, man. It's like,
And then I ruined it.
okay,
Yeah, it's
Open
over
my
now.
yeah.
Yeah, and then I went.
never mind.
Yeah, so I went.
Like, okay, he does not want to be talked to.
I take it back.
Yeah, Cindy said she was worried I was a Chester molester. Once
Okay,
we
so
met.
yeah, so I
That's
came
because
to,
you get
Please.
anything good to say about your chest hair.
yeah.
Maybe that
I
was
literally
it.
texted Zach and Brandon the day that he asked me on a date, and I was like, "Is this guy
No.
gonna like kill me? Because he's giving me dog."
And then the first time she came over, I said, "Welcome to my home. You don't have to stay long. You can stay forever."
He really did tell me that, and I was like,
as he's like locking the deadbolt.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I did.
and it was
With a key
storming
from
that
the
night.
inside.
Yeah, it was storming, and
I
I
like doing it more than once. Like,
and I didn't say it like that. I went,
You can
"Hey,
stay
welcome to my
forever.
home." I was like, "Welcome to my home. You don't have to stay long. You can stay forever." I locked the
And he
door.
he just stared at me like, "You can stay forever." And it was like,
all right, we're gonna have to get the
black
fuck out of
storming
here.
outside, and I haven't left.
Because people always try to crack the joke that I look like Jeffrey Dahmer, and because
Now the more I'm
But-
staring at you,
but
it's
the
getting-
comeback, I know the comeback because
You don't look that good.
yeah, I'll be like, what if I fucking ate you? You wouldn't be cracking a joke. I fucking grilled you up, and put you in a barrel.
That's why I felt better because I'm a female.
And they're like not
Yeah,
laughing
he's not into
anymore.
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not really into me. So
That was the deal too. Why
John
did,
though looks like prime
Like-
picking if you shine.
like
shave
why
his
would
mustache
you
off.
like you want to have
Prime
sex
picking.
with the course before you eat it?
Duh,
Like
duh.
I got a
Damn,
kitchen
man.
towel
That's so hard.
for him that says "Welcome to," or it says Dahmer's Diner, and it has his picture. And I was like, "Look, I got you something at the trade show the other day." And he goes, "Wow, thank you."
This is like at the point in the show I'd start looking around and realizing all of like the Dahmer pictures everywhere, and I'm like, oh my god, I just
Oh,
came
shit.
here. I just followed my. I
It's a
didn't
mess up.
ask
Big
any
cage.
questions.
Stupid.
It's like, no.
He had the glasses.
these decades, the folks that Dahmer didn't eat, and they're
Oh yeah, and they're like, "Wow, really?" really
The
escape that
I'll
one.
be on, what's that show, I Survived or
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah.
I've never actually watched it, but I've heard the stories recounted on, I used to listen to like My Favorite Murder a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, that's if you make it out though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you gotta, that's the only show I want to be on. Yeah.
Yeah. Seriously. Yeah. I don't want to be on true crime.
Please don't, like, I want
wanna-
this to be my last will and testament. Please don't let anyone discuss
I want
my
the
murder
submarine
on a podcast.
movie.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go submarine. Can we?
Submarine movie.
Can we go
It'd
submarine?
be really short. Or just be a lot
This
of,
is the end.
a lot of like
This is the end.
uneventful-
All right,
yeah,
all right.
uneventful
We'll call it 3 miles deep.
Wah, wah.
Titanic 2 Electric Boogaloo.
I mean, I feel like there's already a Titanic 2, like the Sharknado producers
But
were
not
behind it.
Electric
Like,
Boogaloo. I
Yeah.
don't think anyone's got that one yet.
I like that.
Borderline racial term. Yeah, I mean, I'm ready for the movie. And I'm hoping like
Yeah.
It's gonna be Tom
oh,
Hanks.
dude, we were talking.
Oh,
Janae
yeah.
was talking about this
'Cause it was all
the
dudes.
movie could be epic.
It's gonna be Tom Hanks.
I want it
He's
like
gonna be the captain
I
of the
want it
submarine.
like the movie is
He's always
like
the
they're
captain
in
of
it
these
Yeah.
shows.
and
He's
then
gotta
they
be the
all
captain.
start kissing in it like they found out.
Stop.
I
like,
want
in their
James
last
Cameron
hour.
to
So
be
it
there
like
for
turns
sure.
into like a gay Cinemax. kind of
Yes.
James Cameron's got to be there, and he's
Yeah.
he's
No,
like
James Cameron's not on board.
no, he's no,
well,
no, like it's not a like documentary.
he did
Like-
do the Titanic, so it would only be fair
Yeah.
actually if he got first dibs at least.
No, Cameron actually knows more about the submarines
Oh,
than,
yeah.
than a lot of people know.
yeah.
Who?
James Cameron, the director
Oh,
of
James?
Jimmy.
Titanic, yeah.
You
Jimmy.
know him.
Yeah, Jimmy?
Yeah,
Jimmy.
you know.
yeah,
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy C.
Yeah.
Oh, Cam Dog
Oh,
Millionaire.
JC.
Yeah, I know. He's a little something.
Run into him every once in a while.
Yeah, just keep
I
his
feel,
dog
I feel
on
like he
the
did
wall.
this movie with Leonardo DiCaprio.
You
I've heard of
Leo?
it.
Yeah,
Leo. Leo.
Yeah.
We discussed before this we were not going to flash any colors. We said
And he
that.
definitely just
Yeah, it's not red or blue. It's a sinking ship.
Come on.
This whole thing is going down.
The
Hey,
ship
yeah,
is
if you want to look
sinking.
like a douchebag in public, speak about famous people and only use their first name.
Yeah. You know.
Like, have you seen Leo's new movie?
No.
And people be like
I
Leo
can't
DiCaprio.
even-
Like, yeah, Leo. You
Even
know.
if I want to shorten it, I can't make myself
No.
because it feels like I'm an asshole. Like
Yeah.
it's like I know you know who that is, but I'm
I'm
just
not.
gonna.
Yeah.
What if I say
You gotta-
Tarantino's fine though? If I
Yeah.
go with a last name,
I was about to say that's
Uh,
No
last
first
names are fine.
Last names are fine.
About Joe.
which one?
Bad.
Oh God, let's not talk about him.
Joey.
Why? He's
Joseph?
my favorite.
You're gonna get
I don't call him by his Christian name.
What's terrible? What's terrible about like America is our
So many
last
things.
couple presidents have been the worst two presidents. You know,
I love
we've
Joe
had some
Biden.
bad presidents.
I
Not
would
me.
say
I
like
love Joe Biden.
Trump worked. Like I mean, if you have to say like rank presidents,
I'm saying
like
rank.
yeah,
I'm saying
like
rank.
bottom half, I would say what's the guy that died like the same day?
Obama.
No, James,
No,
was it Garfield? I'm like no, William Henry Harrison.
yes, Harrison.
he died like the next day.
Yeah.
actually, so I'd rank him like top 10.
That dude
sure.
probably had
Yeah,
it.
because he didn't have
probably
time to
had
make
everything
mistakes.
figured
Yeah,
out.
he did everything perfectly.
Somebody actually
except for
killed his
survive.
ass.
Yeah, I'm sure
Somebody
he did.
killed his
It's like,
ass.
yeah, I'm breaking
Oh,
up the
the flu.
CIA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm breaking up the banks.
They
breaking
gave
up
him
the
early
CIA.
COVID.
He started all this.
Yeah. They've been carrying that vial around ever since.
Oh,
Yeah.
you want to end the CIA?
Yeah, let's
whoa! Look, you just fell off a building.
Oh.
Damn it! That's what JFK wanted to do. Oh, now look, now you got a fucking piece of lead in your brain. And you're
Right
in the
from
middle of
the grassy knoll.
in the middle of the street.
Dude,
all I know
that's-
about that is
To
the
me, that
grassy
is
knoll.
that is so insane. I mean, I get they know who did it, like Lee Harvey or whatever, but they still
But they
everyone
don't
seems
know.
so like up in arms about it. Still, they're like,
It's the
"Ah."
Was it
CIA.
really?
It's no
Like,
doubt
yeah.
the CIA.
Like-
Well, it's like we know, like for a
And,
fact now that
like the highest
the
clearances.
FBI killed Martin Luther King.
The
So, I mean,
highest
it's like, it's
clearances
Yeah.
we have with the government, like releasing anything, is like Tom DeLonge and aliens. Like that's what we You know,
Does he have
like
clearance?
that's what we got.
Yeah, no, that ain't. That's they're in their bunker right now. They're just fucking
They're like
idiots.
this punk rocker.
Yeah.
No, Joe Biden's up there hooked up to a fucking machine right
Blink
now.
281.
Oh
Pooping
yeah,
his pants.
Eat ice cream.
Yeah,
Eating ice cream. Absolutely.
I would
Just getting
have,
photo ops.
Yeah, I would have to say like
Ugh.
in recent like
Ugh.
our past two presidents have been the most entertaining.
That's
definitely.
fair.
Like
Yeah.
I loved watching Trump. Just like
Honestly, I miss the drama.
me too. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of dull.
Twitter was at its peak then.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you can't. If he wasn't the president, he'd probably be one of my favorite
I
celebrities.
couldn't believe they kicked him. I couldn't believe they kicked him off Twitter. That was crazy.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
Like,
never
that-
meant to be. Twitter
that
is
was
garbage
fucked.
now.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Like, I mean,
they invited
you should
him
be
back,
able
and
to
he
say
didn't want to
whatever
be
you want
there.
to say.
That's how bad
Especially-
Twitter is
Dude,
now.
He could have bought the company the whole time anyway.
Yeah, we could
Who,
have.
Donald or Elon?
You know, like
Donald
with
Trump.
like
He's got bigger fish
fake
to
With
fry.
what debt?
Yeah.
Dude,
I think the
January-
Russians were done lending him money.
January 6th was one of the happiest days of my life.
God, here we go.
Hear that, FBI?
We're about to get banned.
I was seriously, honestly,
I didn't ask you where you had been January 6th. I just
it
assumed.
was seriously,
So,
I was,
do we smoke on the podcast?
yes, light up a cigarette. But honestly, yeah, I mean, it was.
Who needs a break?
Like I said, you don't have to stay long, you can stay forever. Look,
Them's the
now,
rules.
now I'm going to January 6th, we got to quit it. But yes, I was there. All right, guys, thank you.
I'm glad that you can. I was just confirming. That's all.
No, I wasn't. I was there in spirit. I was like, Alex, you got me, dude. Please. No, dude. You know, of course the narrative is, but you know how much I love someone shitting on Nancy Pelosi's desk?
It's pretty. That was
That
kind
was
of the funniest
glory.
part about
Dude,
it.
That's the best
To
thing
me,
I've ever
like,
seen.
No, my favorite
shitting
is
on
that
any
old lady
desk
that
in the
looked
White
like-
House was
Yeah,
Like
they
got
should-
lost on the
awesome.
tour, basically, and then she
Right.
got arrested. Like, you could
Yeah, the
tell she
sad
was
part
like,
is he didn't
"What's
get
going
to.
on?"
He ran
Wrong
out of
place, wrong
shit
time.
to go on more desks.
Ew.
Right?
But Pelosi's a good place to start.
Damn.
Should have
I
stopped
would've-
at Taco Bell.
I would have saved up more. And that's
I would have got
a
Mitch
false
McConnell. I
narrative.
would have got all of them. All the establishment
Hell yeah.
trolls.
Hell
Mitch
yeah.
McConnell, Nancy
It's like,
Pelosi,
really
Chuck
what you gotta
Schumer,
do-
they're all getting dumped.
Yeah.
You gotta watch
Everyone's
the
getting
bear,
dumped.
man.
Yeah, and-
You
ooh, and
gotta
then I
watch
was-
the bear.
Dude, I wanted somebody so bad to go into AOC's office and like smell her underwear.
I think that happened.
I would totally do it.
Stop
Like,
it.
no.
He went to AOC's office and stole her underwear. He started sniffing her seat.
Stop it.
Awkward.
That would be the best
Yeah.
content I've ever seen in my life. If somebody just go in there, I'll go, oh my God. Smells like liver.
Demonstrate on the dog.
Like as long as you're clear on like other people would watch it, I think you're right though. Honestly,
Oh
Yeah.
no,
they would watch shit like that.
they definitely
Like,
didn't monetize that event like they could have.
Oh,
That's
it
what
could
I'm
have
saying.
been.
They
Yeah.
got all butthurt. They don't.
Pay for play.
They were
They
not.
didn't do
What they
anything.
were
Like,
mad
it was
about.
really poorly planned.
Yeah, well, they were mad because poor people were in their shit. That was really why they were mad.
Yeah.
It's
Who
a-
are these peasants?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to spin it politically like, oh, it was, right-wing terrorists.
Well,
but
they had a guillotine and everything. They didn't get any of them. Like,
yeah,
come
the
on.
root that was
Really?
that was absolutely FBI, no doubt. But the politicians were mad the most because they were poor people. Man, no, they never reported. There's no stories about the day after January 6th. Imagine them that next
That's
day
because it's
going.
my birthday, so
going-
they didn't. They observed
Aw.
that holiday.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
imagine when Nancy walked in
Yeah.
there.
It's
She just
bank holiday.
Alice Observation Day.
Yeah, exactly. Observed every year.
Yeah, I would hate to be the person who had to clean her ghost.
Yeah, no shit.
There's shit.
Because it wasn't
I
her.
was
so
actually
really,
into
they
it,
didn't get
too.
anybody
Like, that's
because
pretty
Yeah.
cool.
the poor people had to clean it all up
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
So
normal
it's
people
kinda-
like
yeah,
us.
Oh,
yeah.
no. I just
Working
want to see
class.
Nancy.
Exactly.
It's pretty cool that they knew that no one would shoot them if they made it so far.
Just one,
You know what I mean? Like,
but I think she got crazy.
like
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
She
just a
deserved
big.
it.
but I'm talking about like you storm it like you feel like
I feel like they should have just started firing.
Well, I'm surprised that's how you knew that it had to be coordinated by somebody in
Yeah.
there because they did not open fire like they would in
throw some
any
rubber
other,
bullets or something.
yeah.
riots and stuff that
All
they
right,
don't
all
have
right.
any.
I wish they would have
problem
burnt that
with.
mother motherfucker down.
They should have.
yeah,
Yeah, no
flashbang.
shit.
It's been rebuilt.
That's
hasn't
what I mean. They like what's
When I
their
go-
names? They
when I
burned
go,
down the
I
place
plan
in
on
Minnesota,
climbing on everything
police
that says-
station in Minnesota. Like,
That was lit. I watched that live on live stream.
I was like, hell yeah, cop cars on fire.
One
Let's
of-
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
January
love
6th was let down.
It was a letdown.
Anticlimactic.
It didn't have
Anticlimactic.
It didn't have the finish that the riots had.
Exactly.
The riots, because that was my favorite. I didn't watch TV that entire summer because I would every night watch riots. I like had my favorite riot live streamer,
Oh my God.
and it was like television to me. Every night I would. You could ask my ex-wife.
See what they're destroying tonight.
Right, it was
yeah.
sick. It was sick. The best. And
That's how you fucking do a quarantine. Like,
let's
let's get
and
real.
there was
Like,
a
that's how-
finish.
Real life,
January
right?
6th.
real life.
January 6th didn't have a good finish. But like, dude,
It was like you waited until like the end of everything.
the police
Yeah.
station getting burned down, that I watched that live and I finished. I completed. I was like, this is better than any movie I've ever fucking watched in my entire life.
No doubt.
There's
That's what I thought too. I mean,
Yeah.
it was like this is Independence Day with Will Smith, except fucking real life.
Real.
Yeah, you know, and there's no aliens, which kind of sucks.
That
But it
does
was
suck.
still-
That's
Yeah,
why
like-
I'm like, we can't count on the aliens though to burn down
But it
all
was
our police
close enough.
stations.
It was close enough though, like where it's like, oh man, everything's really,
Shit.
everyone's losing their shit right now.
They got everyone right back in line
Like,
though.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is cool.
Back to work. They were like, y'all are way too. Y'all have way too much free time.
yeah, I'm sure there's
Everybody
FBI.
needs to
There's
go
F-
back to the office.
Dude, there's FBI and all that.
Yeah.
No doubt. All of those protests now, those right wing protests are all FBI. There's one
Yeah.
picture they got caught at the right wing Nazi protests that they're doing. They're all FBI agents. And one dude, somebody took a picture. The dude, he's like yelling right Nazi shit on a megaphone, and they forgot to take the FBI logo off the fucking microphone.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
I watched a documentary about
And they
January
didn't cheat.
6th, and there was a guy that like coordinates these riots.
Yeah,
it's like
the
yeah.
FBI is doing it. They're not even. They're wearing blue shirts and khaki pants, which is the standard FBI uniform.
Yeah,
Like you see it on all like in like
Oh
all
no,
the shows.
They're just wearing the blanks.
no, that's just
It's like
their,
the
just their like, you know, they're
uniform.
psyching you out. Like
Oh
they
yeah,
really
no
have
doubt.
the other guys and snipers like with high def
Right.
camera and drones and like
Absolutely.
flying around.
It's
Yeah.
like
the 14 people that were in the government assassination plot. Like 12 of them were.
Oh no, those
feds.
guys were idiots. There's
Yeah.
no way that was anything professional.
Yeah,
Like,
they got 12 of them.
They were gonna like that was like one of those like on a show like dumbasses that get entrapped because there was like one FBI guy
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And
But
it was
think
like
about-
you're all morons.
Think
Like,
about
this
how
is
much
easy.
money they
Yeah.
think about how much money they spent to that whole operation to get this like stupid kid. That's not even a bad. He's just a dumb fucking kid. He's never gonna kill anybody.
Yeah.
Where's that effort for kitty touchers?
Wow.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
that's where we have to get off
Yeah.
the boat.
Yeah, where's the effort to catch human trafficking people? They don't give a fuck
That's-
about
oh,
that.
yeah. bigger
That's
than-
what I'm
well, and
saying.
That's
They don't give
what
a
like
fuck.
they
just
they
like
cling
this
to. There's always
motherfucking submarine stuff.
like every like 6 months
Absolutely.
during Trump's presidency, there was some guy like they're about to expose them all. That's what's about to happen. It's
Yeah.
about to go down.
I knew
Always.
people that cried when he didn't win.
Every,
Yeah, I know.
and now everyone gets all up in arms about a few billionaires going missing in a
Right.
submarine.
I
But,
think
like,
it's like a
Like-
smoke
was a
screen
spot-
for something
That
else.
was a,
Yeah.
no. They
Yeah.
knew.
Like something else is happening.
who cares
to-
about billionaires?
No,
I just
mine
don't
is-
understand. Like,
Yeah,
Who
I
keeps
don't think
caring
they're
about
honestly
these
like
people?
A hobby
I-
that I'm like sorry. Now they're getting honored at like Titanic memorials.
No, they
now.
knew. I think
Like,
that
that's
ev-
insane.
all the
I just
high
don't understand.
all the
like,
high up people knew the submarine exploded the first day,
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I heard that
but-
about the Navy. Like, yeah, we definitely heard
but
that.
the billionaires owned the media. So,
Yeah.
but they told the media companies to drag
on
out
looking.
to drag
There's,
this story
like, they
out.
have 96
on
hours of
looking.
air and
Because-
stuff like
yeah,
that.
you'll get some.
To
You'll get
drive
some views.
views.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
two major news stories happened during that submarine shit. Joe Biden got indicted. So
Oh.
I'm sure it was. I think it was probably they were just trying to, spread this shit about the submarine to hide Joe Biden's impeachment.
I saw
And
something
also,
about some-
BlackRock signed a deal to be the fucking people that rebuild Ukraine.
I'm sure that
Yeah,
was our
so
like that's
what it's
Black
like.
Rock. Oh my God, that's what's going on every
Yeah,
single day.
so it's like-
I don't think. See, I think that stuff does not. It does not. You could blast that with no distractions and no one would care because they love knowing that we have the
Yeah,
strongest military in the world.
Yeah,
and that's all they need to get off on. And it doesn't matter that there's like contractors that are just benefiting.
I think that the most likely scenario with the submarine footage was that the White House got the news media to drag the story out about the submarine so that it just tried to fucking suppress Joe Biden getting indicted.
I mean, I agree. They're always doing that.
And then with
it's
the
always
they
like
manipulate
counter.
news for. I think it's.
Well, I mean, with the.
I think it's. I think it's thinking a lot of. Sometimes I'm like, I think we.
That's
think
called
too
having a
highly
good
of, like-
publicist.
Yeah, maybe
Of like
it's all
government
coincidental.
agencies, because it is all, but it's like the media isn't on it. Like
they're the most-
everyone is
the
taking a piece from it. It's not
Federal government, your local government is dumb as fuck.
Oh yeah,
But the federal government is the most highly sophisticated.
and the federal government
terrorists
is
on the planet.
but
The
they're
worst,
they're
man.
controlled by corporations and
Yeah,
stuff
no,
like
they're-
that. So
and they're
there's no
They're the smartest people.
If the media and the government
Well, they have
are
the
in bed
most
together
money too. You know?
It's
Like-
definitely like a continual
We'll
like,
wrap it
push
up
back
before
and
you-
forth.
I need
for
a cigarette
sure.
too. We were getting too deep. I'm gonna get
Oh
canceled.
yeah. I think you got canceled like
They
30
just-
to 45 minutes ago.
3 months ago.
Kitchen did just say that they found human remains today at the Titanic wreckage.
Oh, nice. Is
Some,
it
like,
Rose?
bones?
No, Rose lives.
It's a big old
Is
wiener.
it Jack? Is it Jack?
It's Leo.
It's Leo.
It's full
My bad.
fucking
My
full
bad, Leo.
circle.
Yeah, that's my buddy Leo. R.I.P.
Rose.
I think we were talking about this at work the other day. Like, I think that these people had these millionaires, billionaires, whatever, had a lot of shit going on. So they paid to say, hey, tell people I'm on this fucking submarine, go implode it, and then I'm just going to restart somewhere else as a new person. Because they never show them getting on. Like, there's no footage of them getting in the submarine. Like, if that was like something, I'd be like, take my picture. I'm walking in the submarine. Like, you know.
What if it was
Right?
on all of their phones?
Oh, yeah. And
Did they
maybe
have
they're,
their phones? I was wondering.
maybe they're holding all that.
I mean, what I read initially was that the dude gets like directions by text. He was like receiving directions
It's an Xbox
from
controller.
the
Xbox
because
controller.
I did see a
It was awesome. They found the
video
Xbox controller. That's
like
one of the
a
only
previous
things that,
dive where
that
they had
found.
to. The
No,
Xbox
for real.
controller was
They
the Xbox
found it.
controller was.
They really did?
No, they didn't. That's
Oh.
not. That wasn't true.
It's
It was a picture that floated around Twitter.
I was like, I believe
they
it.
did have. There was a video though of them having to like while they're down in the sub, realizing that the controller is not like doing the thrusters because they installed one backwards. So the guy, I guess the CEO or whatever, he's like, they finally were like, just
Stopped
turn
him.
it sideways,
Just go sideways
and use it that way and
Oh my
pretend like
gosh.
those are the directions. And I was
Wow.
like. Yeah, I don't think that any of these guys were smart enough to plan
Billionaires.
anything. Like
That's what I
why
mean.
I
Too
think
smart.
I don't
think I think
understand
we
it.
think a lot of like billionaires and
Why
like the
peop-
elite and stuff, and there's definitely stuff like all like mixed up, but it's like in the dumbest ways possible. Like
Yeah.
not like we want
We
it to be
overthink it.
House of Cards, but it's actually Veep. Like everyone's a
yeah.
moron, and they're just trying to like. Think their version of taking over the world, which is like getting like
No, I think the top.
lobbyist money.
No, the top ones are fucking smart.
I think some of them
Like
are.
Putin. Think Putin.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, that guy was just ruthless. Like
what I'm
he
saying.
vaulted.
Yeah,
to-
he's not a dumb fuck.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think they're all dumb. I think
That's what.
but,
Yeah, no. There's definitely dumb rich people.
But there's so many
but the
dumb.
one-
But there's way more dumb rich people.
Yeah, I think that
than there are
there's a
smart.
lot of them
Yeah.
that get used by like the top 10. Like the
For
top
sure.
10 ones are
Yeah.
the ones that are like
Yeah.
like Putin and like
Yeah, like real, like Saudi Arabian guys.
yeah,
and
those
shit. Like,
dudes. Oh,
people that
fuck
have so
yeah.
much money that like we don't even have the numbers to like really understand like how
Don't
much.
touch me. Ugh.
You're loud. You're really
Ew.
loud in my.
Ugh, girl just
Sorry.
touched me. Stop.
Girls are gross.
Yeah, girls are gross.
Sorry, you're really loud in my ear.
All right,
Turn your
so
ears down.
are we
You're the one
are we
that's not-
closing this thing out? Or are we still partying?
No, I'm about to hit Sydney on this podcast.
Well, do it so we have
You're
documentation.
definitely getting canceled now.
The cams are on.
Do it.
Not if I transition real quick.
Oh, we could do a wrestling match.
If you just don't
Tag team wrestling match.
just go ahead and get your no tap apology
Actually,
ready.
want
You should be
Sydney's
good to go.
team.
Like by the time it airs.
Yeah,
That's
you
fine.
gotta,
That's fine.
you gotta do this one. Hey guys, I'm really sorry about the recent controversy.
I'm
I
learning.
did not mean-
I'm learning.
Yeah, I'm actively working
I'm
on
actively working on. I really care about my fans and the music, and I'm actively working on
It's an
myself.
active recovery.
Please go check out the merch store.
I said last night we walked in, there was a huge line for the women's bathroom. I was like, I identify as a male.
I use the men's restroom all the time.
But then
So,
I-
yeah.
Jeanette did it earlier. She was bitching
People are
at
gonna
me.
be really
She's like,
disappointed.
can you believe how the bathroom is in there? And I saw that there was a men's restroom and a women's restroom. And I was like, she's like, can you believe how the men's bathroom was in there? And I was like,
Pretty far for the.
I told her, yeah. I was like,
Shit.
most definitely. And she was like, when you walk in there, there's a, it's like a sink right when you walk in. It's a small cedar. It's a sink, and then there's like a urinal. But then the stall is like this on door, like a closet. It's not a stall.
Separate.
It's like you got to open this closet door and walk in.
It's like
And
the-
like,
the linen
I didn't
closet
think
that-
anything of it because I just went and used the urinal, you
Yeah.
know, like a whatever a dude will do. And like, but then the more and more I got to thinking about that, I was like, I wish more dudes, like restrooms were like that. Like they had the private,
Yeah.
Some
shit
private areas.
Yeah.
you know, because it's usually just stalled out. And like, so it wasn't weird to me at all. It wasn't weird to me at all,
Yeah.
but because of that, like, because we're like, you're supposed to, like, stalls are like, yeah, this is what we do or whatever. And like,
We've just
But-
become like accustomed to.
but
anything.
Janae was like-
Yeah. It's like wow. The
you know, we go to
Amazing.
sporting events and there's 40 urinals like in a row together,
Yeah.
and we all just sit there and look at each other's dicks. And like,
I like it.
You're used to it.
it's like, yeah, and then while you're in
Maybe
line,
I do like boys. Like, nice.
Easier than like Grinder.
all right, so we figured this out.
It's a good
We
looking
figured
unit,
this out.
brother.
Those
Bird
are-
Law's
that's in
playing with
dicks
the
in your
hollers.
area.
Bird Law's playing with the hollers on
Yeah, we need to
Saturday.
sell tickets for
July
Saturday.
1st, so buy a ticket right now whenever this comes out, hopefully before Saturday.
It'll probably come out on audio tomorrow.
Perfect. All right.
And we're live
yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So
Sure.
so go ahead and get it ordered now because there's going to be a huge rush
Yeah,
once
show
this drops.
show up at 7 too, because
Yeah.
the dude that really sucks plays at like 6.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah,
he
there's
plays
a-
at like 8:30
there's a
or
long
something.
break. there's a long break at 8:30.
From 8:30 to 10.
There's no
Another
music.
thing
You can go to
happening.
the
You can
free
go next
show.
door to the Testify show.
Yeah. Then
Go
come back.
mosh and
Be
then go
sure
back.
to be sure to be there for Bird Law and the Hollers.
Yeah, Bird
Absolutely.
Law.
And y'all go check out earlshreds.com, my merch, Patreon.
Go follow me on LinkedIn.
Stop sending me my nudes. I've seen them. Stop sending them
Stop
to me.
sending
Thanks,
myself.
Cindy. Thanks, Earl Shreds.
Stop saying
guys.
yeah, stop saying I died.
I'm not kidding. Rock on. Peace out.
Hold on.
I won't stop that one.
Oh, I haven't stopped the live yet. I'll tell y'all.
Don't say anything. You're gonna regret
Hey,
it.
don't
Oh
say
no,
anything.
God, this was gonna be it.
That's when I say my most racist shit.
All right, I'm about ready.